What's good there, gamers? Welcome back to Level Up Expo. We just had pools for Granblue, and now we're headed into our top 8. It's your boy JT, and I'm hanging out with the homie Zero once again.
Good?
How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing fantastic out here. I just did a push-up challenge against Tong, and let me tell you, I held my own.
Held your own? Okay,
Yeah. You know, he thought I couldn't hit the 40, and I did.
Okay.
So I broke that. But either way, we're here in this top 8. We're seeing who broke the barriers here into it. I was trying to catch some of it while I was out there on the show floor. There's a lot to be distracted by at this event. You know,
there's a lot going on here at Level Up Expo. But we got a lot of players making it into our top 8 over in the winner's side. We got ChrisG versus Rema and Vermillion versus Matau 32. And over in the loser's side, we got Avarice, Aeon versus Too Easy and Gtek versus Verfortiso.
Yeah, it's very good to see Too Easy making another top 8 here for Granblue. It's been a minute since I've seen Too Easy playing Granblue, because I know he does. It's just, I think the last time I saw Too Easy was DreamHack Atlanta. But really excited to see what they showcase here today. ChrisG, it's been quite some time since I've seen playing Granblue. I know that ChrisG was hanging out yesterday as well, so we'll see what he got for this top 8. How's ChrisG been doing so far?
He's been doing clean. I feel like the 1 or 2 sets that we've seen, I feel like he is making good advantage of like how tricky it can be to form a game plan against Lowain, right? When he has so many different options, whether it's, oh, let me use my back run to make a lot of space in between us, get a lot of these item eats, and now I'm up on the resource game. Or, you know, let me make my way in, put so much stuff on the screen, and try and play this pseudo-zoning game where you're struggling to figure out how to make your way on in. Yeah,
that seems like the go-to plan for a lot of Lowain players in this iteration of the game, is that they're building up on resources so quickly. The full screen presence, because the character is so much better than what they were previously in terms of going for snacks. That unique skill really helping out to not only just build meter, but you get your health back. Has better zoning, including with ultimate skills. Get those carries over on top of it. Like, this character was already pretty solid in vanilla. Now here in Rising, just we've seen an uptick for Lowain players, but not appearing enough in these top 8s, if I'm being quite honest here. So I'm glad to see one getting that representation out here this weekend.
Yeah, let's see it. The first match of our winner's side top 8, we got ChrisG versus Rema, and we're gonna let the intros rock.
Oh yes. I know you're working on that battle pass, right?
It's on the way. I'm trying to get this 6 skin, bro. I already missed Narmaya. I got Zeta. I'm not going to miss 2 out of 3.
I'm a nervous wreck. I did my weeklies before we came out here, but I'm like, I'm not doing my dailies. Why am I not doing dailies right now?
You got to grind up, bro. Get your money up, not your funny up. Work on that battle pass as we work on our first game here. Again, we got Lowain versus 6. So I wonder if we're going to be seeing a aggressive start from Rema. We tried to set up the fireball and run up right behind it, but ChrisG doing the same exact thing, right? Set up the cat rockets and run up right behind.
2L start, corner position with the homies to support you. Awesome sauce for the wall bounce. And Rema did a strong start here. Like, I think it's critical. You do want to kind of control the pace immediately. Baiting out the parry, though.
Just wait right outside of the Thunder Flash. You got all the resources in the world. You got the super to close it out too. Straight into the lunge. No, we got the pop champagne for the perfect.
Very good start. And again, Rema, like I said, strong start. Like, that is the ideal start. You want to get out of Lowain. You don't want to let them set up. You don't want to let the homies come through for support. But even 6 having some slight changes out here. Nothing too drastic outside of the Demon Gates here. Like, that's going to be the one change. But these parries are going to get read like a book from ChrisG.
Yeah, I like the use of the cross-up 6-6M to bait out the parry as well, right? Just run right up in your face, spend the EX cooldown for it. Now you can be a little bit more aggressive on the pressure you send up after, but already the cooldown's back up.
Ooh, good spot dodge at the last moment here.
Yeah, you have the time to avoid. Full punish off of it as well. Again, the wall bounce is off. The awesome sauce just get us so much corner carry, but speaking of, we're going to swap up the corner situation to try and escape with the human pyramid.
Ooh. Yeah, immediate spend to finish it out. Cat bot on the way. The screen is full, and we are building up on resources once again. That life lead substantial. Although it can be caught up pretty quickly because of bravery points.
Maybe a little bit greedy trying to go for the 6-call execution to try and catch that out, but either way, barely any health left from Rema, barely any BP from ChrisG. Empty on that bar, but definitely healthy on the HP.
Yeah, I'm honestly that unique skill. Fireball, wait a minute, no punish, are you kidding me? This is huge. No bravery points on deck. We're 10% away from getting the skybound. You're trying to crank out as much as you can in this combo to get there. Final touch, but human period attack.
Tries to go for the air stall dive kick to barrel on through. ChrisG's like, I get it, bro. I understand the vision, but unfortunately it does not pan out. Not able to seal it out, and ChrisG takes game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those darned if you do, darned if you don't scenarios, because you're trying to squeeze out that final 2% in that corner. You wanted the super. You're getting close to combo limit regardless, so it's going to be reset touch. And yeah, Lowain able to come on top because of human period attack. Game 2, though. Already going to get pressed to this corner. Nice support, Catbot.
Yeah, caught by the Rockets, all the corner carry in the world. Send out the bros, but we're still going to brave counter our way on through.
The block, nice. Got the air fireball to come through. Jab L.
Ooh. There we go, a little catch. 2M, awesome sauce. Not enough for the wall bounce here, but we just jump right on through. Caught up by the bros, but Lowain taking to the skies. A little Raging Strike conversion to put you, yeah, a couple late confirms away.
Oh my goodness, ultimate skill. Let's go for the Ryan stamp.
Yeah, I wonder what we were looking for there off of the run-up, right? We saw that blue screen flash. Maybe we were looking for a run-up parry, but didn't work out the first time, so hesitated. Either way, off the lunge. Now we're on set point for ChrisG.
I wonder if it was just the fact that we were already committed to run. Yeah. I mean, honestly, the only thing you can really do is go for spot dodge there, but the slowdown from ultimate skill makes that so input get eaten up. All right, nice. Yo, this is one of the few 6 players I'm actually seeing utilize a unique skill, back-to-back like this.
A lot of the shadow step, I feel like, 6 players do not see it a lot. Because obviously you have a lot of recovery, especially if you go for the teleport option, but just enough times to keep them on their toes might be good here. But, caught up on the delayed laser from the Catbot.
All right, the parry.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, this is a great call-out time and time again from ChrisG. Able to spend as much as we can on bravery points. Not quite going to get the finish here. We could ultimate skill, but not worth it. Go for reset.
Yeah. Keep the meter in the bank on the off chance you needed to keep up that pressure. But either way, ChrisG keeps up his winner's run with a 2-0 to move on to winners finals.
Very strong 2-0, and I feel like we kind of just leaned too heavily into parry from Rema here. Like, just back-to-back, we went for those parry setups, and we just weren't getting any feedback off of it, right? Like, ChrisG was either neutral jumping or just really able to dash through, like with dash M, like we saw a couple times there. But Chris is one of those players who's going to catch on to those tendencies and really kind of capitalize as much as they can, which, hey, Chris, moving on to that winner's side.
Yeah, Chris was setting up a lot of, unique Oki situations off of the Lowain pressure, right? Set up Catbot, go for the delayed meaty, go for 6XM. A lot of these ways that, okay, we're setting up different visual stimulus, so maybe we can try for the parry. Maybe it'll work this time, right? But all of them kind of covering the same option of, okay, I know you're panicking with the Thunder Flash right now, but let me just show you 5 different ways that I can try and bait it out so you never feel comfortable on the defense.
Yeah. I mean, the visual noise is so effective from Lowain here, where even in those situations, like, DP might be your best friend from certain characters, like Gron, Zeta, and Lancelot for sure on ultimate skill, but for the most part here, like, Lowain can run the set against 6 as long as you're keeping that layered offense. But on the other side of the coin, 6 can very much be the exact same way. Just unfortunately, you're going up against somebody who is so strong in defense. Like, Chris is very, comfortable just waiting. I can be at full screen. I can charge up. We've seen it in Marvel time and time again, where Chris is just happy to be at full screen situations just to get those punishes. We saw the resource build up off of eating snacks. Never a beam ever. And we didn't see the flurry, the corner carry with Catbot either. It was always missiles.
Yeah, exactly. We saw the beam like the single time, towards the end of the set to maybe just swap up the visual noise. But otherwise, a lot of times we're looking for the punches, and especially the rockets as well. Even if we're able to escape there, just tracking you all the way over to that full screen. It's pesky.
Yes. All right, so up next, we should have Avarice, Aeon versus Too Easy. And MK is tomorrow, so I don't think Too Easy is playing right now. We'll see where Too Easy is at. I know the cameraman is searching. It's not Too Easy coming up. Neither one of these players is too easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We might be looking at Verfortiso, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Headed up to the stand.
We need to have a conversation with the individual that decided to inform Lucas incorrectly. I got your back, Lucas. This is an outrage.
Yeah.
We're trying to run a professional production here. Oh, look at that stick, though. That Kwamba? Ooh.
Oh, it's clean. Look, see the free ring cosplay in the back as well, dude. Even when we were walking in this morning, right, just to make our way on through, make sure we were set up through the venues. I feel like we passed by 20 or 30 cosplays, right? And every single one of them, they were pretty good quality. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm excited to do a little walk around later on today.
Yeah, we just finished our walk around of the entire venue. Me and Cola started yesterday. We just finished it today. The trend that I'm seeing right now, Jujutsu Kaisen. I see some of y'all. Nanami cosplayers out there for a particular reason that we saw on social. So good for y'all.
Definitely a clip I've seen more times than having actually watched the episode. Yeah, Freerun's very popular as well.
Yes, Freerun was popular. Gojo's everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Hell of a Boss is certainly potent out here. And I don't know if it's because they're based out of here or anything. I've not really looked into it, but
I think
they came in heavy last year.
Actors, if I'm not mistaken, are also hanging out here for some panels and meet and greets, so I guess it makes sense.
And this year, of course, they do have Haspin Hotel.
Yes.
So that's the big one. I need to catch up on those because it seems very interesting, very cool content.
Yep.
2B Mirror potentially here. we'll see Vermillion versus Mattel coming up in just a second as they lock in. 2B, you know, got lightly nerfed, but I think it returned the character to the vision that they intended for her.
Yeah.
Like, because skill being built up through your offense is kind of insane for her, right? Because she could constantly cycle back in.
Exactly, yeah.
Now it's more like, all right, you have to be conscientious of what you're spending.
Yeah, exactly. Making a decision on the routing as far as your confirms go, like, oh, do I want to be able to save so I get the confirms later on off of this setup, or do I want to cash out on damage right now, cashing out with the old laser beam to bring us back over to the corner?
Yes, the problem there was Mattel did not get the plus frames off of bat swing. Hitting the gauntlet there dropped early, so you will get punished for that. You need to make sure you time it right for the gauntlet. Nice throw.
The command run, 2 throws in a row, not going to make it 3. We go for the immediate plus frame dispenser.
What?
Oh my
goodness.
Brave counter, my beloved. Jump L, not going to get you a air-to-air conversion. It does push Vermillion back up against the wall.
All right, the staggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the tough thing to deal with 2B. You don't necessarily have to worry about like an overhead unless she goes for, you know, the quick jump. She's just going for a straight combination route here.
All right, Mattel trying to hold on for dear life. Chin damage could kill, so any on-spot dodge laser could be enough. But because we're thinking of it, right, we know we're looking for the projectile, so let's go for something even bigger, projectile invul for the kill.
Yeah, well, you're at 3 skill. I'm trying to remember, how much skill is medium beam there? That's medium special to go for. I'll pull that up in a second here.
Might be 3 or 4. It's hard to tell, but it was a risky situation, right? It might have been right on the border.
Yeah. Ooh. All right, staggers with light series.
Yeah.
Got the gun to keep that space, so you are safe there.
Yeah. Safe ender with the pod, late tech on the throw. Full BP on both sides, so we're just going to go pod throw into the plus frames. No, gets caught out on the run-up with the 2L. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the pod throw here. Not afraid to take to the skies.
Got the chain here, backs medium special there. Nice, but not going to get the punish. Wasn't quite fast enough for the jump unique.
Yeah, Paul stealth enough to, you know, not be able to get the full punish on the throw. If all good, we keep this corner pressure against Mattel. Ooh. I say that as we let the parry rock, trying to fight back out to the mid screen here, but you have a pretty decent health lead to try and make your way on through.
Oh, okay.
Clean spot dodge through the grappling hook, where we're just going to end it in the UDP for the hard knockdown.
I don't know about that one because you could have gotten a better route with the, I mean, you still got the kill regardless.
Yeah.
So full stop, still got the kill.
Exactly.
DP could have been a little bit extended there, I think.
Maybe if we use like alt laser or something like that, yeah.
Alt laser for sure would have helped because you got the crumple state and go for full carry. Wouldn't have killed by that point, but you would have gotten a corner position.
I see,
Round start, medium series here. Chained up, still your turn. The 2L tech, nice.
Ooh. Yeah, tried to rebuy your turn there with the dash in, but still, it's going to be a punish coming out from Mattel. I like that we're seeing a couple good jab checks on the resets and pressure. Yeah. And now Vermillion really has to wait quite a while for that skill gauge to come back up, but so does Mattel, empty on the bar.
Yeah, that ultimate skill beam there is certainly going to be costly, but you got that crumple for extra damage. Good spot dodges on chain, very important.
We spent a lot of skill on the chain. I'm not going to lie to you. Spent a lot.
Ooh, good medium challenge there. Heavy series at max range. Got the second one.
Yeah, set up the beam all the way over to the other side. Yeah. We're in one corner, now we're in the next.
Yeah, actually, I love the backstep there because you're within heavy range. Try to go for gauntlet swing, but you're going to get back special for the kill. Nice job. And yeah, so I just double checked. We could have done that medium beam in that corner sequence there instead of chain because, one, it's instant. It's 3 skill stock for that medium beam.
I see.
So we could have got that kill in that first round. But regardless, still taking it is Vermillion.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing from Mattel, right? Sometimes we're able to get these low pokes with the 2Ls, but not quite on the clash. Yeah, we're able to get 2Ls, but we're spacing ourselves out too much by doing another one, right? And then it doesn't confirm into that L auto combo. Might have been able to seal out a couple rounds off it, but got to clear the mentals. We head into game at number 2. Vermillion still running away with it.
Nice. Caught the backstep there. Medium starter.
There we go.
The follow through chain for the reset. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
And reset indeed with the Raging Strike. Vermillion thinking, okay, surely you hold on to the meter here, right? You think I'm going to go for the Brave counter, but no, just lets the Raging Chain rock.
Ooh. All right, mid-screen ground bounce here. Go for the hard knockdown to end with the heavy series.
Yep.
Ooh. Or medium, rather.
Send the laser out. Little poke with the 2L. Nothing found. Tries to swing again back out of the corner here, but Vermillion gets caught up with the run under.
Okay, yeah, that's a good call. Goes for the down unique there just to make sure we can get out of dodge. And you're not dodging this one. You got to hold that. Ooh, try to go for guard cancel. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so this is where the air stall really shines, right? Not only is it a relatively quick way to tap the opponent on the dome for a full confirm, it's also a way to, you know, bait out that Brave counter, right? Obviously, coming out as the Raging Strike, you have so much time to be able to get a full punish.
Our backdash there, it's hard for those anti-airs because we've seen those double jumps really kind of avoid the 2H from 2B. Wow.
Tried to go for the backstep, just caught up by the chain grappling hook all the way over to the other side.
Nice. Ooh, pot A with the parry right after. Goodness gracious. Got the bomb series. You got to end this. Yeah, there it is. Oh, goes for the Oki. I love it. Goes for the ultimate skill bombs there.
Yeah, the low air stall, just keeping the high option on the brain, but we're not going to let the Brave counter rock just yet. We just run right out of the corner with a 5mm.
All right, there we go. Guard cancel. Yeah, it's unfortunate. That parry window is like kind of significant. It's a little misleading how wide that actually hits.
Yeah, you get the full confirm off of it, you know, swinging into it with the dash L as well. Barely any health on either side. Clean air-to-air conversion brings you back down to the ground with the SSBA Vermillion on set point.
All right, good answer back here. And despite Matau seeming to get really comfortable at the start of this game, like able to still answer back, Vermillion still able to play that 2B game. Nice. See what I say? It looks so weird how far that parry window lingers.
Tried to go for the tackle, but nothing found. So now we're routing into a tackle of our own. Spend all the skill to keep you locked down in the corner. 50% HP, and you still have even more meter to boot.
Oh, 2H finally working out here with the cross under for Matau. Very smart stuff, but hit your combo limit so you're not going to get the additional frames here from the light series ender. Gauntlet will smash right through that.
It reeled you back so that the Brave counter wasn't even able to reach. Smart routing there. Oh, but Vermillion going to get mashed on here with a punch right to the face.
All right, medium one more time. Finish it here. Yes, beautiful spot dodge. Starts with heavy. Really wants to make this count. Really wants to get the finish. The 2-0 victory. Vermillion. Look at that with the glorious red stick here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the idea for Matau. You know you have a relatively uphill battle with how much health is still left in Vermillion's HP. So trying to go for one of these cheeky resets. All right, there we go. We land into the meaty Raging Strike, but just ready for it. We saw it a little bit earlier on in the set, and we haven't represented it up until that set ender, right? But still ready, primed in the brain, and then immediately the spot dodge seals out the game. Vermillion moves on to winners finals.
That's the rock, paper, scissors game you play in those Raging Strike situations in the corner, where you know that the opponent's looking for that because either you're down to one bravery point, they're trying to clear it out, or they know that I don't have an overhead, right? So I'm going to go for Raging Strike just to see if I can open you up.
Exactly.
And once you get that hard read, spot dodge it, follow through, go for the W. I mean, the back and forth on the 2B matchup in particular is always kind of just like, who's going to get that lingering hit first? You kind of play around with your frame traps because you both know you're going for the same thing. So you'll sometimes see, instead of pawn A ender, you go for the bomb ender just to get the additional frames because you go for the jump up and toss it down, which opens people up sometimes. You don't get a continuation, but you get the opponent thinking about, maybe I don't actually challenge here. Maybe it's not my turn.
It is interesting to see, you know, how people play around their own disadvantage states and how, you know, your opponent looking at that same resource almost makes themselves a little bit more predictable. Like you were saying, right? You know, looking to clear out that last VP with the Raging Strike. But Zero, who do we have up next on the stand?
I do believe that this is, in fact, too easy on the right side here, on the player 2 side. And then, of course, Avarice Aeon going to be on the player 1 side here.
There we go. So that should be the Charlotta versus, I want to say we saw 2B from them earlier, but I'm not sure if we have a swap available as well. I think we might have seen the swap in the Zoe. I might be confusing players, but either way, definitely going to be seeing a little bit of that Charlotta ball.
Yeah, I'm curious because I believe Too Easy had Lance once before, like in a... I might be conflating Sub-Zero because I'm like, no, because I know Too Easy plays Sub-Zero. I'm like, but 2B, so coming out because at the time, because Too Easy, you definitely did not have access to 2B at the time. We're swapping over here, right? So this is the last time I saw them play. But yeah, 2B, another one here. You know, one of those characters before we got into the last set did get some nerfs, right? And it's simply just to return the character to that envisionment of what they intended, I feel like.
Not able to loop the resources quite as well as we might have been used to.
And I don't think she was as potent as people are kind of worried about being able to follow through on your auto attack series. You kind of have to account for it, right? I saw one interesting take that like, oh, this is kind of like the Bardock Light series to follow up. I'm like, okay, I understand where you're coming from here, but also you now know how committed 2B has to be on those, wow, 2B has to be. Wow. On those strings. I mean, she is unsafe in some scenarios. She has to follow it with pod A in a lot of cases just to get that spacing. And there's not as much to fear in terms of like your overheads, right? She's not going to mix. She's got her mids unless she gets close enough to go for unique jump and overhead you that way.
Alrighty, let's see it. So loaded into it, maybe had to check the skin real quick. We were like, wait. if we're already in top 8, we got to play on our main skins. But I'm not trying to accidentally rock the default here. He was like, all right, I got you. We'll head right back to the character select, and now we're right back into it. Let's see it.
Charlotta, I think, is going to be one of those characters that can really bully 2B. So the point is for 2EZ here is this exact play. You have to rush in. You're worried about the charge the whole time, so you can't really mess around with frame traps here because Charlotta will absolutely explode on those.
Yeah. She is fine letting the DP rock for sure. Yeah, throw whiff, but you're so far away on the screen, not able to get a full confirm. Just slash on through counter for counter, but you're up against the wall against 2B with all the range in the world. Yeah,
it's going to be important throughout the set here to kind of show off that parry window. If you are going to frame trap, go for your 5L, go for a unique skill parry. Oh, try to get out of the corner there. That's the one reversal that 2B is going to need to rely on here, and Avarice knows it.
There we go, straight into the super, spend the Brave point, and it's enough to kill Avarice. Aeon, okay. Cash out on the damage where you can.
I don't envy 2EZ in this matchup at all. Charlotta gets to freely be a bully to this character.
Yeah, I would imagine, what are we looking for, right? We're looking for the pod stall to try and catch you out, but even then, right, the Charlotta ball able to find the DP right on after.
Nice. Blesses the dome with the Hell Splitter.
Yep.
Run out of that corner as best as we can.
Ooh, let's see. I like the micro walk back to go for the whip punish 5M. Not going to spend too much skill on it, but I wonder if we could have, right? We're at full bar, left a little bit of damage on the table, and now Avarice is able to escape.
I wonder if we're thinking of like bigger damage. We want to go for that Hail Mary in the corner position. Raging Chain to follow up, but look at the bravery point count here. One touch and 2EZ will go down. There it is.
2EZ went down. Avarice took to the skies here, all for the jump in, able to take that first game. I think it was like you were saying, right? 2EZ was holding on to the skill gauge, and then once we found that hit out of the corner, right? We were able to literally go full screen and still have some resources in the bank, right? So looking for those sequences where you know that you're able to kill. I can't believe we still found a hit after.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quick turn. It was an MM. Oh, I missed. Anyways, MM again.
Yeah. 5. Yeah, I think I will cross up here on your jump in, but still, we're going to spend the Raging Chain here.
Oh, nice. Got the block. Yeah, of course, 2EZ playing on the pad and coming from NRS, right, is willing to hold the block. You know, I feel that same sentiment with the exact same skill set of, I don't need to open up on the left or right here. I'm going to hold block button. Good follow-up on Raging Chain. You do have, because you spent the EX back special, resets for the gravity well. Good cross-up because it pulls you out of the corner, allows you to get that jump in.
So evil. Knows that you're not going to be able to kill off of it, so you're like, all right, how can I spend this skill to put you in an evil guessing game situation?
And that's the name of the game for 2B, frame traps, but you are against a character that makes them so scary because if you delay just for a second, that means Charlotta gets to steal a turn with the Holy Ladder or another charge option that she's been storing. Nice. Actually, we'll pick this up. Don't follow through with the back special. We just want to extend as much as we can for the hard knockdown.
Yep. Get the knockdown in the corner. Auto combo gives you a little bit of skill as well. So we're pretty healthy on that gauge, but looking a little bit less healthy on the HP as we get fought back to the mid screen.
2H. Yes, indeedy. And the heavy series get the full follow-up. I think we could have gone for beam there, honestly. If you wanted to really get something off of it, you get the reset there in Corruptible State on beam.
The jump back into the jump in. There we go to tie it back up.
Yeah, good jump heavy to wrap that round up here from 2EZ, tying it all up in the score. Oh, no. Oh, I think that was bombs.
Yeah, I wonder. Maybe just going relatively greedy off of the round start and saying, surely you're not going to let the Charlotta ball rock, and Avarice says, no.
Nice EX bombs away here.
Yep.
The other bombs, the explosive shot.
Send out the rockets for the plus frames. Yeah, now we got to wait for the skill gauge to come back a little bit here unless we want to, only be able to get these light confirms. Just throw back out to the mid-screen.
Good block. Try to fish out with the 2L. Oh, that would have been a great jump H, but of course, Holy Ladder makes those cross-ups very difficult. 2L, no confirm.
Tap of the toes, little 2M action.
Oh, nice. Spin, follow through.
Yeah, so frustrating off the light confirms. You're looking for any opportunity to mash on back. We waited out. The Raging Strike is way too far. So we just go for the 5M super.
Gauntlets. Yeah, that's tough because you're playing the quick draw game in that particular spacing. Because the EX ball from Charlotta will come through. It will slow down a beam attempt. You have to be the first one to pull the trigger there. Medium beam would have been the ideal scenario there for 2EZ. You kind of just get a check. Like, are you moving or are you locked in? Because if you block, then I can just assess that from there. Medium beam right there. Exactly. If it would have been reversal ball, you're going to be okay.
Oh, speaking of the EX Charlotta ball, right? For the wall bounce, it's going to go straight into the demon flip, chop on the head.
Nice. Reflect out, late tech. You got a little bit of a benefit from it, but still Avarice going to hold the position. Nice jump H thanks to the stall, but unfortunately no follow-up. Hard to do at that height.
Damn, I like the jump back, right? So many of these times, Avarice has been getting away with jumping on over, putting your back against the wall, but now instead the air-to-air J8 straight into the super, catches up the chop.
Yes, the Helm Sword. I was wondering if it was just going to be the quick fall, but sure enough, able to follow through, strip the entirety of the bravery points.
Yep.
And I like that quick stop. You see, take a single dash to see what Avarice was going to do. We're waiting for the Holy Ladder, which now you're proceeding forward, so you don't have to necessarily worry about those reversals.
Oh, you were a little bit too early on the J8. Think you might have been able to catch out, but tried to do it again. Avarice seals it back out with the 2-0.
I totally understand that sentiment to want to neutral jump H with 2B because it's an amazing button.
Yep.
In that particular scenario, you've been called out for trying to jump H. A slower startup makes it harder. Jump L. Jump M is also a great option.
Yeah.
But for that particular interaction, jump L would have been just the for sure. Like, you are committed more with jump L, right? Because you're following a jump L until you land after you put that out. So jump M is usually kind of the go-to. You still get that poke. A little bit faster startup anyway. But yeah, tough call to make because that jump H is such a good button. You get so many follow-ups that we've seen time and time again too. Easy pick up.
Yeah, we saw the early timing there, right? You know, the JH not quite able to catch on the other side, but it's scary, right? You can't just always do the latest JH because sometimes you're also looking for it as, you know, 2B's air-to-air tool as well, right? And we've seen good pickups, you know, off of the landing from it and able to kill off of it as well. So if you're not, you know, locked in on exactly, okay, are they going to go for the Charlotta ball or are we going to use that tricky air trajectory as well to try and challenge in the air? Right. You know, immediate JH is not a bad call. Not a bad call at all, but still wasn't what we needed to stay alive in the loser side top 8.
All right, well, unfortunately here, we still have another set of games. Of course, we're dipping into that loser side in just a moment. Exclamation point bracket at home if you want to follow along for the storied journey that is Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. One of our bracket runners, Gtek, is trying to schmooze it up right now. You know, just really holding the conversation and holding up the entire production. What's he doing?
They're still plugging in. Don't worry. You know, for running a lot of these tournaments as well, you know, again, it's so cool to see a lot of these big community members pull up and just be like, okay, I can be a competitor too. I get you guys are used to me picking you guys for your games. Please make sure you're staying on track. But also, hey, let me play a little bit too. Let me show you I got that Zeta in tow. But I think this is going to be Gtek versus Verfortiso, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Fortiso, another player I haven't seen. This is one of the few. I'm still seeing faces for the first time for Granblue, which is crazy. Yep. Because like there's been so many online brackets, of course, Granblue Vanilla hitting during pandemic, so it was all online, and now I'm putting names to faces, and it's always great. So Fortiso to show up. Glad to see them. Looking forward to seeing the play today as well. Continue the action going. Yeah. Of course, Gtek, you know, like you said, has been running those brackets out here in Las Vegas, and a few brackets, right? I was playing Dragon Ball last night.
Oh, yeah. It's cool to see the dynamic, right? You know, we just saw him, you know, running Verfortiso on how to desync the controllers. So you know, you can see the TO in him, but he is trying to show his worth as a competitor as well as he pulls up with the Zeta. Verfortiso, we saw earlier on the stream, but I'm blanking out on who they're going to be pulling up with in the character select right now.
Okay. So of course Zeta from Gtek.
Yep.
You don't have the costume unlocked. JT, tell him about it.
I can't believe it. The Crimson Bomber, how could you not for the stream setup? You know, but I also missed the Narmaya costume, so I can't hate. It haunts me every day.
Gotta collect them all.
That's what I'm saying.
Unfortunately. Man. Maybe they'll help you out later. Maybe you know, it'll be really cool once they release everything, right? They do a full buy pack. That'd be cool. That'd be very cool. And it includes Nicholas.
I'm hoping the Gundam Granblue action going on here, but it looks like the players are fine. We're just heading straight on into that action. We got Zeta versus Belial.
Yes. Belial is never, ever moving on this list because Belial is just so fundamentally sound. You know, a great Shoto-style character. Of course, able to play that lockdown game. Look, if you have a 2M like that, I think you're going to do just fine across the cast here. Zeta, on the other hand, of course, also a very strong player, underrepresented. Definitely have some chats with Gandito about this character. There is a lot of sauce that folks are not taking advantage of here that we need to see more of. You Zeta players out there, I know you got the work, so let's see here. Starting round 1 with Verfortiso. Gtek already got the first throw.
We got the matching red hair on the skins too. fighting for our lives right now, sending out the red Goisha from all the way downtown. Tries to catch out a retreating movement there. Brings you right on in for the pressure. Caught out with a 2L, but these awkward confirms, not really able to get too much off of it.
All right, nice. Wow, I can't believe, yeah, the second down on 2U. That's unfortunate.
Ooh. There we go, jump back spear. We saw in previous matches, in the pool side where a lot of this really wasn't working out, was getting anti-aired, but looks like Gtek, all right, this layer 1 is working out against Verfortiso. Tokes to the skies and said, okay, maybe it's my time to approach. Nope, immediately the blue screen flash.
All right, round start. Ooh, a little bit of a spot dodge, trying to roll through. Let's see what our opening is going to be.
All right, send out the Goisha. Again, okay, so I like the use of the spin follow-up to take to the skies because we know Gtek has felt comfortable taking to the air.
He's jumping up there anyway, so you're trying to preemptively catch. This EXDP, though, doesn't get punished.
Yeah.
We're okay. Pogo. Nice walk back, actually.
Oos. Double 6XL, a little cheeky on the reset. I wonder what we're looking for with the super. Thought we had the hit confirmed, but all we're seeing is a lot of corner carry from Gtek, trying to bring us over to this wall.
Couple dash L's here from Zeta. The thrust didn't believe the hit was going to come through. We already had retreat input.
Yep. Oof. Yeah, once again, that retreat. Got to run up to try and take the space back. Yeah, not looking for the confirm.
Woo!
I cannot believe that caught. I'm not going to lie. I was ready for the 2-2U to just entirely whiff, but Gtek just one step ahead.
My man. Yeah, you know what? Belial's just too tall. That's his own fault. That's
what he gets for being taller than 5'5". You average height fellas are.
Wait.
Living large.
Hold on. No, I'm average height, okay? All right, relax. Average height beyond, what is average height for you?
Yeah, that's a good question because I know I am not it. So
you're not it? I'm just trying to figure out, you call Belial as average height. Belial's tall.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty tall.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure.
He's definitely a bit taller than 5'5", I'll tell you what.
Oh, certainly.
He walks with the confidence. I feel like he even has like a little hunch and he's still, towers above most characters.
He arches way backwards. Like, he's got great flexibility. Especially in the Skybound art animation, like, stretch. Yeah. When you're at home, stretch. Don't be sitting in your gamer chair not stretching. They are ergonomic for a reason, make sure the blood flow goes through, but it helps to make sure you stretch.
Yeah, exactly. Get a little ergonomic action here, and we're going to be stretching our hands by heading over to character select and swapping over to the Vasaraga. So not feeling too great on the Belial. We saw this swap, I think, over in pools, right? But we were able to use that, I think, going into game 3, which, especially against a pretty high damage big body like Vasaraga, who's relatively underrepresented, that can be really tricky, right? When you only have that one game to try and adapt. Now you got to take 2.
The changes to Vasaraga makes him a little more potent, getting the force stand on the stomp. Like, I think that is critical for this character because it makes certain command grabs a little more viable here for him.
Yep. All right, get the soul forge. We're just going to charge on through. Retreat back. Ooh, I like the air there.
Yeah, the jump M was very important there.
Yeah, I thought that Raging Strike was actually going to reach, but just got sent a little bit too far out. Caught up on the spear now.
Ooh. Ultimate.
The Raging Strikes really are not working out in Fortissimo's favor.
Yeah, not at all.
Verfortiso, rather.
All right, look out, though. No bravery points. So this is only helpful for Gtek here.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute.
Ooh,
oh,
it actually caught it. Yeah, I guess because you were a little bit too far, ran out of the info there. And we're just going to let it rock off of the 2-2U. I'm pretty sure that actually just hit Vasaraga standing. Like, he is so tall, he did not need to take to the sky.
Tragic. Don't be tall. This is what we're learning out of these 2 games. Don't be tall.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm closer to the center of the earth. You can't grapple me. You can't catch me out with the 6-6M, but Vas not going to have that privilege here. Caught out against the corner, but trying to fight back out here with the stomps.
Oh, no anti-air. So we still at least get a challenge here on triple attack. Gtek with the Brave counter. Nice 2U.
Yeah, Brave jump in with the U-Pogos. Trying to keep this pressure going in the corner. Afraid of the ultimate, command throw, I would imagine, but really haven't seen any of that from Verfortiso. Nice little confirm to the spear. All right. Keep it clean. Easy with a couple of resets on the 6-6L. We didn't go for the full auto combo to try and keep Verfortiso on his toes. And finally, off of the counter hit, we're up against the wall with 50%.
All right, nice dash L here. Ooh, scooped up the Raging Strike.
Yep.
All right, look at the threat, though. 100 meters. You do have Soul Forge. You only need a single touch, and you found it. Very clean here from Verfortiso.
Yeah, scary on both sides, right? We have the full meter, and, you know, we've seen these 100-meter cash outs from Gtek, but, of course, you got to be afraid, like you said, of those ult skills coming out from Vasaraga to just armor on through any way you try to approach.
Soul Forge set up here. Let's see another Fireball. We'll play the Fireball War, and I'm sure Zeta will win that 100%, but the damage output is certainly an advantage for Verfortiso. Dash L, nice. Stagger pressure there. I mean, even though you still got the pushback on block, it's still such a threat from Zeta.
Yeah, it's scary, right? You never want to challenge on that first one in case they go for that frame trap right on after. It gives you a lot of room to do it twice, but I'm just going to grab you right on out of the corner. Let me escape.
Yeah, ultimate skill, eating the startup. From the command grab attempt. Should be able to close this out, and certainly Gtek does. 2-1 advancing in the top 8 loser side here with the Zeta.
There we go. Tried to get something going with the Vasaraga, which I think was working out for a little bit, but going from the pools phase, you know, that sent Gtek over into the loser side and then qualifying for losers top 8. Into the top 8, I think Gtek is, you know, just playing a lot more aware of, okay, what are my opponent's habits? You know, I can take to the skies and I have the ult spear to threaten. You know, I can try and go for these retreating spears. I think in pools, we were kind of locking into a certain game plan a little bit more, and it was getting, you know, losing him rounds, losing him games, sending him down to the loser side. Now we're playing hyper aware of it, just saying, okay, if this doesn't work, I'm going to believe you. I'm going to assume this is indicative of your playstyle, and let me swap it up because I have these other game plans that I can rock with. It's really working out well for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Gtek is being very calculated in terms of how they're approaching that matchup in particular, because Vasaraga is certainly, like you said at the top of the set, those characters that are underrepresented, so it's kind of hard to set a game plan against a character like that when you don't have a lot to kind of work off of here. I mean, we didn't get to see a whole lot of the changes kind of get showcased here from Vasaraga, but at least like the ideas are there. Like Stomp being able to get that stand-up factor here just so you can get that better command grab opportunity to kind of route more consistently in some of those big damage combos that Vasaraga has available to him. But, you know, when you're being smothered by a character like Zeta, when you're trying to prevent her from gaining that air superiority, when you're trying to prevent the approach, it's tough because you're going up against Beam from Zeta, and that's hard to navigate around as Vasaraga unless you're within that mid-screen range.
Yeah, and I think it can be so easy to be like, oh, you know, looking at this matchup, you know, from the spectator point of view, it's so easy. You know, you have the tools to keep Vasaraga out. Or, oh, you have the tools to armor on through the beam. You know, just look for the beam and then armor on through. But especially, you know, as you go for the character swap, there's a little bit of, you know, nerves knowing, oh, this could be my last game. I have to warm up to this character again. I have the muscle memory from the Belial, which I slipped over from, right? And then even on Gtek's side where it's like, oh, I ran into Vasaraga earlier, and that's what sent me into the loser side. There's a little bit of that. And then also, oh, man, this character, you know, while I might have consistent answers, maybe I just don't have the matchup experience against this particular character to know exactly what I'm looking for at any given time.
All right, so we're about to get right back into it here. It's Matau 32 up against Avarice Aeon.
Yep.
We continue this loser side run. No winners. Excuse me.
Yeah. There, Matau tearing it up right now, but Avarice, of course, staying strong on the Charlotta.
Yeah, Charlotta was definitely the one character to be very worried about here against a 2B, no less. So going to run it right back against another 2B. Same game plan kind of holds here. You have to pay attention to those frame traps. Like, 2B is very scary to deal with if you're not sure when those gaps are going to be opening up for you. With a character like Charlotta, you could just relax. Just take your time. You'll be able to interrupt quite a bit from this character because the moment you get that initial knockdown, you get to run the set. You have to worry about when 2B gets resources. And you're giving her very little opportunity to do so if you're constantly flurrying for the corner. You already have that knockdown scenario. But we'll see, we'll see.
Zero, this intro gets me every time. She is yapping on top of that box. She's fighting for her life. She says, I am very scary and intimidating. I'll tell you what. I am average height.
She is average height. Hey, wait a minute. Are you... Hey. I am, J2. I'm average height for my age.
What is 2B talking about with the fish? Fishing for a hit here as we head into game number 1, Matau versus Avarice.
You're just going to walk over the conversation. Hey!
And we're just going to Charlotta ball on our way through. Finds the counter afterwards. Trying to swing. Maybe looking for a spacing trap there, but no, Matau not going to let you get away with it. But Avarice still strikes back.
Too high. Yeah. All right, so able to get the hands. Look at the spot dodge. Able to smother it. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it is losers. My bad.
All good. Down on the loser side, we're fighting for our lives right now, right? Trying to hold on. Make our way on through with the 6-6L. Scared to try and challenge afterwards, especially when you barely have any health behind it. Avarice about to build up the 100.
Oh, jeez, overhead. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you'll forget about it. The triple attack and the overhead.
Yeah.
I almost feel like that's an old mentality thing that I have that carries over from vanilla. Like, I have to look for the universal one. But
I know,
always there on the triple attack medium.
Yeah, the boop on the head. Like, it's so easy to just forget because you're like, oh, it barely does anything. Like, yes, it kind of resets their pressure a little bit, but it barely does any damage. But especially when you're down at 30, 20%, and these things are chipping away, putting you at throw range. It's scary.
That was very smart to go for the spin. You want to bounce between the beam and the chain, but it's such a big cost to do both of those.
Yes.
So you try to outzone Charlotta, not able to get the ultimate skill jump action to float because ultimate skill came through.
Yep. Ooh, speaking of the ultimate beam, right, gets us so much of this corner carry. Gonna reset into the plus up block. Get the plus frames off the grappling hook. Again, spend the meter for the beam. No skill behind it, though.
Oh, heavy to follow through. That's all right. Try to go for jump L that time just in case Avarice was trying to escape. There we go. Already preemptively put a jump U.
Yeah.
Nice 2H to finish it out. Matau with the first round.
Here we go, tying it back up over here. Definitely, we were being quite liberal with our skill usage, right? And then finally, when we had you over into the corner, that's when we kind of slowed it down. You have a lot more room to keep that pressure on when you have the threat of getting caught out with a whiff follow-up. You know, you don't necessarily need the skill to be able to keep that pressure on.
Yep. Back special here. 3? You spent 3 back specials? And we just hit combo limit? Good lord.
Caught up off of the pod throw as well, little gravity action. 50% available for Matau to walk back into 2M. I don't think you built up the 100 off this to kill, but still just barely out of throw range.
Nice. Holy ladder, able to interrupt the jump U.
Yep.
I can't believe we got that pickup off that 2M, though. Is 2M special into low 2L?
Yeah, I did not believe. I'm not going to lie to you, but Avarice believing in this game, trying to bring it back. Barely any health to your name with the ultimate pods right on top.
Smart, smart, smart. Waiting for the Brave counter. Did not come through, but at least we still got the W there.
Yep.
First round. Matau taking it.
Ooh. Swipe on through. There we go. Caught out with the spacing trap 2M. Just knocking on the doors here with the 6-6L. The resets. It's scary to try and mash on. No DP, or no meterless DP available from, you know, 2B, right? So you really have to commit if you're trying to escape the pressure.
Yeah, and that's why I keep saying, you just bully 2B. You're going to dominate until she gets that 50% meter. And if she's just blocking, not taking actions, that meter build takes so much longer for her.
Yep.
Yo, unique skill parry, able to get out of there.
Yeah,
it's like
you're really good. It gives you the full confirm off of the 6-6L block. Right on through, send the pod explosions.
Uh-oh, yeah, we pressed though. There we go. Yeah, quick recovery off the 2L start.
Yeah. Swipe on through. There we go. Now it's set point for Matau. Avarice, what is the game plan, right? I mean, so many of these normals, whether it's JH or 5M, are so good at trying to box you out. Yes, if you're able to get the hit with the Charlotta ball, you know, it's good for you to try and get these corner carries, but man, it's scary to make your way in.
Oh, geez. Holy ladder, pretty low to the ground. Helm splitter works. And again, no meter, so we can kind of just build it up with the hands.
Yep. We tried to mash after the 2M, but the Charlotta ball going to frame trap you.
Nice. Got our 2M right back. Back special, and there's that opening opportunity there. You try to drop the bomb, still got the Holy Ladder through. Forced a 50% meter spend there. Oh, you get 2H immediately after. Yeah, the moment you land, you're mashed at 2H because of the clash.
Yep. Just ready for it, for that anti-air post-class situation. Waiting for the 50 meter to come back up, and lots of skill in the bank here for Matau to try and close it out. Avarice really looking for this hit into the super to try and make sure we don't have to worry about that situation. Plus frames off the bonk.
All right, and again, we are going for these parries here. Just get that back step in case you want to chase with dash L, or if you want to chase with the Blanca ball as, you know, Matau tries to make a safe retreat. Got the crumple state, should be able to finish this up.
Yeah, if you got the Brave points, you got the 50% meter behind it for the Raging Chain. Matau seals it out, no reaction. He was like, what happened?
I don't even think Matau knew they won, yeah.
He was like, oh, wow. The Avarice looks around, he's like, all right, GG's.
Yeah, good games. Did I win? What does that mean? Victory? What is that?
Victory.
Did I break it?
Did you see the ending of Crossover Arc for, or no, not Crossover Arc. It was Bum's birthday bash, where I think it was Tega versus Coach Steve. Tega wins it. He goes up like 3-1, and he doesn't even realize that he's won. He's like locked in. He's gamer leaned in. Like, he has already matched rematch.
Yeah.
And Coach Steve, the person who has just lost and got second place, has to be the one to be like, hey man, you won. GG. He's like holding out the fist bump, and he doesn't even realize until Posey walks behind. He like taps the shoulder of Tega. He's like, "You're the winner, by the way." He's like, "Oh, cool."
That very much sounds like a Tega thing, but also I do remember that moment of just, oh, poor Steve, like going through it right now.
He was
like,
too locked in for his own good. His opponent doesn't even know he's the champion.
That's the worst.
That's how it goes.
You know, maybe it was all a mental game for Tega.
Maybe,
just to be like, no, I need you to admit it. Go ahead, tell me.
I need you to tell me that I won. What was the score?
What was the score?
Can you report it to the TO, by the way?
Oh,
that's the worst,
that was
bro.
it? I thought it was more. Crazy.
That is how it goes. But that is not it over here for Granblue at Level Up Expo. Of course, we're going to be seeing Rema versus Gtek, which should be the 6 versus Zeta.
Yeah. This is, I'm trying to think now in this version.
Yeah.
Because now the EX Demon Gate will
doesn't give you quite as much
to deal
with
because because now Zeta can potentially go for parry there and be okay because that hit is going to make that fireball disappear, which is tremendous for a lot of reversal characters. Also, you're not going to get that corner carry either way for that because that's the string you usually went for anyways to fall through for safety. So you have to kind of approach the matchup differently. But 6 is still always a threat. You know, those normals are great. 2M's a great option. Of course, you could still keep that Rekka pressure. But Zeta does have a lot of great opportunity to go for the mid-screen interrupts. We'll see how Gtek approaches. Jump-ins, I don't think I'm going to be... No, honestly, the way that Gtek has been playing, probably see a bit more of that. Yeah.
I'm curious. You know, we're going to check our buttons real quick and make sure everything is all good. But as far as the Zeta game plan going into 6, right, obviously you have a lot of really good pokes in 2M, 5H. You have a lot of good ways to... I thought he was just going to leave and, like, take a walk. I didn't realize he was just having the water.
Time to go, guys.
Like, all right, well, you know, GG's, it's cooked. All right, we're all good. Looks like the buttons are all good as we head back into it, but we got some good pokes, but I am scared that if we take to the skies, you know, like we've been seeing a lot, especially from these round 1, round 2s from Gtek, we're going to run up, get counter hit 2H, and then get stuck in this 6 corner pressure that you really don't want to have to hold.
Yeah, and then also, the one thing I'm neglecting to mention is the Rema, that Rema is able to utilize the unique action, the Shadow Step teleport, which is something you don't see very often from 6 play, so I wonder if that comes in as a factor for Rema against Gtek here. Gtek is going to be ready to get the interrupt or even just be aware that it's going to happen to them.
Yeah. All right, let the intros rock real quick before we head on into it.
Yeah, 6 doesn't care. He's too
good,
cool.
Bro. He's just trying to fight. He's just trying to duel as we head into game number 1.
Oh.
We have seen this round star from Gtek so many times, right? Just run up into the space 6xn. Sometimes it's getting him in trouble in case his opponents decide to go for this, you know, round star jump in, but Rema is going to get caught out by it. Still fighting for space over here in the mid screen.
Oh, no. I think that time we believed we were going to hit.
Yeah.
And that's why we went that way, because normally we've seen Gtek get out pretty freely here. Demon Gates, you know, able to keep Zeta honest. And this... Why are we parrying again?
I was actually scared that off of the slowdown from the UMT hand that we were going to catch out the back spear, but apparently just a little bit too slow, especially traveling full screen.
Smart, nice. Got a little bit of a stagger. Unable to finish. And about even on life. See, there's the teleport. Already committed to walking forward, so we're able to opposite side. Wow, nice. Perfect timing there from Gtek to get the anti-air.
Yeah, bold. Looking for the 668 just to catch you out of the empty hand. Has all the meter in the world to be able to kill Raging Strike for Gtek that first round.
All right. Gate round number 2. It's dash M. Oh, no way.
It's the classic. You know, if it works the first time, we're going to do it again. I feel like that Northern Lion clip is, you know, recirculating itself. Oh, just do it again. He doesn't think I'm going to do it again. And then when he finally thinks it, no, I'm going to swap it up. Run up for the 2L here. Brave counter to escape the corner. Rema with just 1 BP in the tank.
Ooh. Oh, no. Opened up. Close heavy works out here for Rema. 1 bravery point on the field, though. Both sides.
Yep, set the gate, fireball plus frames.
Yeah, the jump L kind of screwed Rema there. I talked about it earlier when we tried to go for some of those air-to-airs, and that's one of the reasons why you might go for jump M to interrupt a little bit faster. No, dropout. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll finish the point later.
Ooh, scary. Yeah, trying to go for these jump ultimate skills, just passing by like ships in the night. Gtek didn't finish his food, but goes straight into the ultimate parry, looking for anything on the cinematic, and that's game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, again, so to go back to the point, like committing to jump L, like you were committed to that animation, you're falling, and that's why we got the punish opportunity from Gtek. Good awareness to follow through after the fact, knowing it was going to be your turn there. That's the risk that you take for the much faster button.
Yeah, it's so fast. It's active on the way down, but you know, usually if it's landing, it just hits very high, right? So the frame advantage is not exactly in your favor.
All right, out of dodge here, goes for a couple dash Ls. And now that you're caught in the corner, a little trickier to deal with that offense, but it will still run out because Rema gave you the opportunity to run away. But right back into it with brave counters.
Ooh. There we go, JM, your way on in. Oh, believed in the hit, but no confirm coming out here from Rema, but still able to catch you out after.
Yeah, Gtek was trying to go for the brave counter, but because there was that gap in the pressure from Rema, we got the brave strike.
Yep. Comes out as the RS, and that's going to be Rema putting the round on the board here. No BP needed, barely any damage taken, too.
All right, locked in for another round. Off the wall we go. That's a big pickup there for Gtek. Could have been far worse for Rema.
Yeah.
But the cross-up does make things look a little dire.
Yeah, finally living the U-Pogo Rock. I think we baited enough parries that we can feel pretty comfortable on the pressure right now.
Right.
Oos. Yeah, scared. I thought you were going to get punished out of that, but just a little bit too far for it.
Brave counter. Oh, ultimate skill. But yeah, empty hand not going to hit. We even go for parry right after. So expensive on resources is Rema, just constantly spending.
We're scrambling. We're fighting for our lives right now, especially with Rema seeing the fear of death on the brain right now. 100 meter, but barely any HP behind it.
Try to seek it a throw, and again, see, we're committed to jump L, but that is not the button that's going to reach for you. Good, but able to get that pick up.
Yeah, not enough duration on the ultimate parry. Spent 50 just to get hit by the ultimate hand.
Nice.
No confirm off the 2H, but now you're in throw range. Tries to bait it out, but still just barely the end of the active frames of the guard point. He was terrified, bro. He was like, I really hope I don't get baited here.
So, it actually worked. Okay.
Oh, yippee.
Wow. Found $20.
Yeah, right?
Ooh. No, the 2H. Beautiful hitting behind the head, but a little bit too early on the flurry. So now we got a throw and another one here. Gtek able to take advantage of the corner position with the 2H to return the favor.
Oh, yeah, a little bit too early on the follow-up there. You're not close enough to the wall to try and go for the 8 follow-up. All good, though. Able to catch you. Trying to escape the wall. Set point for Gtek, and in a great position to try and seal it back out.
Right, nice back throw. Empty.
Ooh. Felt all the fear in the world off of that empty jump for the Smash folks. That's the tomahawk for Gtek to move on to losers semis.
Yes, absolutely. Good turnaround here. Honestly, just the willingness to go for that neutral jump there in the corner just to make sure that, well, not just to make sure, just understanding that 6 doesn't have a whole lot to really anti-air you out of that situation. You're waiting for 2H. You got hit by 2H one time so far for that massive counter hit corner carry, but you knew that Rema was certainly looking for other things. We're looking for the high. We're looking for the empty low potentially. And you also removed the possibility of parry interrupting your pressure. So even if you did press something, because he had throw there, there's no need to worry about the parry. You're still going to get the dub.
Yeah, and I think enough times we've also shown, you know, neutral jump or like back jump, especially into the ultimate spear to not only bait out the anti-air, but go for a full confirm off of it, you know, into the wall bounce, right? So maybe playing a little bit cognizant of that and just being like, oh, let me not swing as soon as I see him in the air, but, you know, misses that anti-air opportunity attempt for playing a little bit passive, right? So that's what you give up, trying to look for some options.
Yes,
that's how it goes.
Absolutely. And there's certainly plenty more matches to see how they go, but before we get to that, we're going to take a little quick break here and advance on to the winners finals set with ChrisG on deck. Don't go away. We got more coming up here at Level Up 2024.
Yep. What's good there, gamers? Welcome back to Granblue. Over here at Level Up Expo, we got the last few sets of our top 8, and I'm excited to see it. Zero, who do we got up next?
Oh my goodness. I saw ChrisG sitting down with the Lowain, and I do believe we have the, oh my goodness, Verfortiso. I was trying to remember.
Vermillion. I know I keep getting mixed up by it.
Vermillion.
There
yeah, because he had the earlier, we have Verfortiso.
Yes.
Yeah, Vermillion here, but yeah, we're taking a look at the rundown of the bracket. ChrisG is up against Vermillion for winners finals here. A good run, right? So 2-0 over Rema to make it to this point. Rema went down against Gtek, as we just saw before we went to break, and Gtek will be going up against Matau, who ended up losing to Vermillion. So a run back opportunity here for Matau if they can overcome Gtek into losers finals here. But before we decide who makes it to that losers finals, we've got to find out how this matchup will turn the tide. ChrisG already locked in Vermillion with the it may as well be the Vermillion stick, but it's not. I don't think that color is officially Vermillion.
Yeah, right? That's like a crimson red.
It's a
but,
crimson.
you know, it's another shade. He was like, no, having the Vermillion stick would be a little too on the nose here. But we're going to head on into it. They got the button check during the break, and we got winners finals. ChrisG versus Vermillion.
Yes. First to 3 scenario here.
Yep.
And a lot of 2Bs in this top 8, which is fascinating. So this is where y'all been hiding since the nerf.
They've been waiting to bring it offline. They were like, oh, I'm not really feeling too great about her strength, but still able to hold on despite the skill gauge nerfs. Fighting for their lives here. But ChrisG has been holding on strong, you know, throughout this entire bracket, right? I feel like any set that he's been in so far, he's just been leveraging so many ways to be tricky on the Lowain. So many times he spaced out confirms. Yeah. Right up against the wall, is able to get the wall bounce off of the EX awesome sauce, and we baited the DP for it as well.
All right, nice. Switching chain to extend. I can't believe ChrisG burns bravery points like this. This is insane. All right, nice. Already got the human pyramid attack.
Woo. Just barely didn't kill, but now you're in chip damage scenario. No BP to either side.
Stagger. I mean, it's a big comeback opportunity there. Honestly, one special is all that Chris needs. Doesn't even need to take that. With the 5L to close it out.
Yeah, I was actually wondering what we were waiting for from ChrisG, because I was like, you're pretty far away from 50 meter.
Yeah.
All you need is that one chip damage hit, but like, you know, you really could just block it out, especially with how much health you have. Tries to go for the EX parry, but nothing found off of it. Just going to let the Brave counter rock.
Ooh, medium series at close range. Nice parry from ChrisG. Going for beams to catch the jumping here.
Yep.
Because normally we saw, like in the last set we called out, Chris, leaning more towards missile. This is to keep the jump block down here. What a challenge with the 5L. Close L, rather.
Yep, just going to kick on through. Once again, EX awesome sauce. It gets you wall bounce from so far. It's really good for the corner carry here. We're going to send out the bro into the cat bot.
And for a little while there, we were seeing the almost no skill meter here for Vermillion caught in the corner, but now no bravery points. A little bit of a lead. Oh, nice beam.
Oops. All right, send the human pyramid. It's not going to kill even if you find the hit here, but it's going to do quite a grip of damage, especially when you are already down on the 2 bravery points.
Good. The guard cancel out. Body splash back to back. The dash M. Finding success.
Body splash. Evil, evil behavior here to close it out. All right, game number 2. Immediately going for a little sweep action. Just jumps right on in with the JH. No air stall required.
Beam, able to run out. 1, 2, 3. There's the sweep. Awesome sauce immediately after.
Oof.
No escape. The homie has vertical clearance.
Yeah, he's got hops all the way on through. Once again, EX awesome sauce. Up against the wall. We got the bros cheering you on for the Raging Strike. You got it, bestie. You do you.
Catbot, the beloved, able to keep pressure. You can get anti-air with the party poppers.
Oh. Table service going on right now with the full shimmy, still able to dodge the low. We're not getting baited out by the animation here. ChrisG, this is the first time I feel like someone has won out on the human pyramid interaction, right? Able to just wait out the entire animation.
Yeah, you know, trying to dodge it is always kind of key, but, you know, the opponent can kind of play around with that timing. I can't believe that scream came through so loud. I think Lucas did that on purpose.
Yep.
All right, nice.
There we go with the air stall, catches out the throw whip as well. Vermillion finally able to put ChrisG on the back foot, but can we tie it up on the games?
Yeah, I'm definitely taking a moment here before it goes to the next round because that was a hard-fought victory there for Vermillion to turn the tide. Especially with surviving human pyramid attack is no easy feat.
Yep. Ooh, try to take to the skies, but you had the catbot rockets just waiting on the way down.
Good medium. Ooh.
Very good. Good awareness here from Vermillion.
It's such a shame that you can't get wall splat with the back special from 2B, but I understand why. It'd be too much, much. Be nice, though. Follow up from ChrisG, coast to coast. He gets it. But he spends EX awesome sauce, I suppose. But, you know.
You know, you spend the EX cooldown. Meanwhile, 2B spends the skill cooldown. Spends the BP to just run on right through. No Brave counter available because you're out of the BP as well.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, you put into Yggdrasil's situation here. I think at the best he could have done was like Raging Strike just to see if it even crossed the threshold here.
Ooh, good. That goes over the lightning.
No, too low. Okay.
Right. A little greedy there. That was cool. I actually have not seen that interaction with the Yiggy Super. Saved yourself a lot of damage. Did get caught out on the way back down. Send the pods.
Yeah, that was a good trap setup there because you're looking for the next reaction.
Ooh. Oh, you got so much health off the item eat too. It would have been the chip damage situation.
Yeah, that's right.
I was wondering what happened and why it didn't kill, but we phase right on through Vermillion. Stays alive here and ties it up.
That was very quick thinking for ChrisG. Like, for that moment to try to gain a little bit of extra time there. Unfortunately, there's so much that 2B can do. And I like the fact that Vermillion kind of pumped the brakes because could have gone beam, but overspend on skill, which give Chris all the opportunity to just snack up and run the set.
Ooh. Slash on through, just wait for the 5M behind it. Brave counter spent. Like you were mentioning earlier, right? ChrisG is very willing to just let the immediate Brave counters rock. You're building up the meter as you go, you're building up the health, so taking a little bit of extra damage is fine for him.
Yeah. All right, the spot dodge. Ooh, thank you, Cap-Up. Only 3 missiles come through. Ooh. Human pyramid attack. Look at the shimmy.
Bro. I was going to say Vermillion one step ahead, but doesn't get the second spot dodge here. So full lunge into the anti-air. 100-meter available for Vermillion, but how are you going to use it to escape, get caught out of the air?
Nice. Got the Raging Strike just to wrap it up. The homies giving the support as we go into the next round here. Ooh. Good spot dodge.
Yep, little back cartwheel, just trying to keep that space, but the laser still reaches from full screen.
Staggers, finally gets the opening, but it's kind of hard to get to confirm at that space.
Yeah, you're so far.
Gosh, slowly whittling away. The heavy series, that's very fortunate. You cancel with the unique skill. That was very good from Vermillion to sneak up, get the low. Jump H doesn't get the confirm, so we go for throw, which does get decked.
Go straight through. EX Awesome Sauce, even with all the corner carry in the world, wasn't enough to bring you up against the wall. Vermillion spends the Brave counter to try and escape, but HPA caught out.
And it just restocks for ChrisG. Corner position here, final touch scenario, and we do succeed because look, 3 against 1. It's a little difficult to deal with. 2-1 lead right now for ChrisG.
Yep, in the winners finals, right? We're playing it out to that full 1st to 3, but ChrisG still got the win back in his sails right now. Game number 2 looked really in Vermillion's favor, but I don't know, adaptation on adaptation. We're just playing a little more aggressive now.
Actually, I'm kind of entranced right now just watching how ChrisG is breathing through some of these interactions.
Yeah, right.
This is fascinating to watch. I wish we had like a picture-in-picture of this because, yeah, because the way he's breathing, it's like when he takes the chance, it's very much like you know, an action sport, like combat sports style. Just like I'm going for the strike.
He's
it's the breath that he takes in, and then he go like every time. It's very important.
He has the deep breath. I don't know how he's feeling after getting hit by the DP, but letting the HPA rock, I think he can breathe a little easy.
Yeah.
No, Vermillion is too nice, bro. He's not going to get baited, but you do get caught out with the lunge, which takes away one of those BP.
All right, couple heavies. Just walk away. Not your turn because Chain, you're still safe.
Yep. Ooh. Parry right on through. Tries to escape. 3 BP spent in 5 seconds.
Okay, got crumple state and walked up to the max range heavy just so we can finish this out.
Yep. I like it. Able to keep the conversion clean there. No drops off of the ult laser beam outside of the corner. Vermillion, can we tie it up again?
Yes. Going into that game 2 or round 2 here, full screen scenario for the spot dodge. You're trying to see what the opening gambit is for Vermillion. See how much spend that we do have. Nice throw. Already got the bravery point spend too. Like that's something to take away from. Crossed up, and ChrisG is not happy about that one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you tried the 2H, right? But there's so many ways to try and stall, whether it's the pod or the double jump coming out from 2B. So tricky to try and check that air movement. Once again, the big swing for Vermillion, but barely any skill to your name.
That just takes it down with the combo limit. That's okay, because you got the full route. Brave counter one more time.
Yeah, I think ChrisG is playing definitely a lot more aggressive on the defense, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these throw whiffs where normally the pod stalls really weren't getting too much before. You got the parfait for all the meter, though, so that's HPA. Oh, we're getting a lot of screen space, even with just the walk.
Yep. But you're losing so much time on HPA, so you go full screen scenario, don't get punished, don't get into a bad spot.
Yeah, and we got all that space back, right? Because we didn't see a spot dodge on the grappling hook. Oops. All right, 2BP, swipe the bros off the screen. This is a 1v1. And finds the meaty Raging Strike off of the reset to ChrisG. Not too happy about that one, but trying to lock back in.
Yeah, 2 all in the set. And, you know, it's just going to be an interesting battle of mental endurance. And Chris has been in this spot before numerous times, countless times. All right. Awesome sauce, EX to hold the corner spot. Nice blocks, though.
Yep. All right, punch on through. Little backstep, maybe trying to bait out a parry there at after the ender.
Right back at you. Want the space. Bad tech. And so a little bit of extra damage there from Chris.
Yep. Send out the laser. Nothing found.
Pod A. Nice. Low.
Ooh, double jump. I like the double jump back. You know that ChrisG is looking for the delay on the anti-air now after we've seen how much you can get off of the air stall. No, but we're just going to jump straight on through.
Nice. Just a little bit of damage there just to get a little further ahead. Human pyramid attack and the way that we approach this. Spot dodges. Just wait for the timing.
Yep. And you're fine giving up a little bit of screen space here. Okay, you got caught out, but the lunge follow-up means you, you know, don't actually lose any of that BP. Caught out with that 2L Raging Strike, but you didn't have any meter behind it for the follow-up.
Oh, double jump. Yeah, too far for the jump heavy. Nice pickup from ChrisG after the first hit.
Spooky looking for any way to try and jump out and escape this corner. Dodge right through the grappling hook. Two are going to get spot dodge, so that's a lot of skill spent.
Right. Dash no. Oh no, it's one of those tricky things. You hear the sound of ultimate skill. There's a couple things you're looking out for. You're looking out for beam. And other than that, like that's all that really at that range 2B is going to do outside of bombs, which we had not seen yet, and it does linger for quite some time. So you react to sound. You're already committed, so you're going to get called out for it.
Yeah, I like that recognition from Vermillion saying, okay, you're playing very good on the spot dodges, so let me bait out something with a hard answer, spend the 50 meter for it, and get the kill. Now we're on set point for Vermillion, where ChrisG was looking so strong at the start of the set. Run up for the 2L with a full confirm.
Because that was unique activation there for 2B to slide in, because it looks like a slower startup for the dash there, and you get 2L. Some visual, you know, obscurity there, the parry. Yeah, that's a good chunk of skill spent, but the heavy starter, you kill here.
5HHH going to the SBA, the kick, no cinematic required. Vermillion brings it back for a 3-2, securing their place in the Grand Finals winner's side.
Absolutely. The mental fortitude, I think, is a critical aspect of this match here. Again, I wish we did have the player camp, because it's very fascinating to see that Chris is very, you know, purposely being aware of how they're breathing, because your own personal health does have a grand impact on how you're approaching fighting games, or honestly approaching any mental sport. Like it is like a part of that aspect. So you're breathing better, you're focusing a lot better, and that is the way that ChrisG was kind of approaching that match. Granted, getting opening up, but still coaching himself through the set here to try to turn the tide, because he did have a lot of control, but the big call out is the fact that we started walking back on HPA. Vermillion was just locked in on defense. We tried to spot dodge. We tried to do the hit dodge. Hit dodge was great timing, but all it takes is Chris to be like, okay, cool. I'm not going to press buttons. I'm going to make you whiff and get a punish after. And that does sacrifice, if you wait, that does sacrifice the bravery point option, because you got to get that hit.
So many times, right? I like that you bring that up, because we had brought up during that set, oh, ChrisG is so content with spending like 3 brave counters so often, because we know we can go into the HPA, you get that counter back, and then also, you know, if you get the lunge follow-up, you're able to still, you know, drain that BP. But otherwise, you know, you still confirm being able to, you know, keep up that brave point economy. But then, like you're saying, right, because Vermillion was so locked in on the HPA counterplay, being able to dodge, not getting baited out by these shimmies back and forth, which, you know, can really trick someone up, right? If all you see is the high into the low and keeping it very rote, you know, and stale almost. ChrisG just not able to open back up and took so much damage off of not being able to refresh.
Yeah, I was definitely getting a lot of anxiety seeing the back and forth, and I'm sure that, because that is the mental anxiety. Again, it is a mental game that you do everything you can to open up your opponent, and that little shimmy back and forth, it's getting me anxious. Like, I think I need to press here, don't I? Like, I got to do something. But Vermillion able to remain stoic. Let's see how the losers run continues on throughout the rest of this bracket, though. Mattel versus Gtek, who has been on a tear throughout this topic. I mean, Gtek has been hyping himself up each and every game leading up to this point. So we'll see how we handle Mattel. I think it should be 2B, right? Or was it 6 that Mattel? No, it's
I'm forgetting off the top of my head. I know Gtek was rocking the Zeta.
That
one
for
is
sure.
Definitely hard
that one's
to remember.
Locked in.
When we see 100 meters spent and then the opponent dies,
2B,
like
2B.
I know that's Gtek. But we're gonna be rocking the 2B.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, make sure our buttons are all good before we head on into it as well.
All right, 2B making it back in this top 4 scenario here. The final 2 2Bs to be seen. How many 2Bs can I put in a 2B sentence?
Lucas loved that one. That's the face he makes when he enjoys Zero's joke.
Biggest fan. I'm sure chat really enjoyed that one.
Let the intros rock here. I guess we're not going into the button check, right? I think we should be all good to go straight into the action.
Yeah, absolutely.
Codenamed Crimson Sphere. Call sign. 100-meter dump. Let's see it. Losers semis. Game number 1, Mattel versus Gtek.
I got a job for you. 6-2-1.
They brought me back in for one more ride. No armor on 2B here, right? But we are cranking out the damage, right? So who really needs the defense?
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, nice. Trying to be tricky with the jump.
Yeah, 2M, I think, going to be core to the game plan here, right? Trying to go poke for a poke. Try and make our way out of the corner, you know, contest that mid-range without taking too many risks. I say as we get caught with the full jump in, JH starter with the super behind it. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Once I saw the EX special, like that was a wrap because you were going to build up the meter. You didn't have to spend for a Raging Strike. Good round there for Matau. Complete control. And that's tough because it's kind of difficult, you know, not in the identical sense, but a little bit tricky for Zeta to really kind of call out 2B on some of this pressure here. You do have parry DP, but here we go. Good anti-air pickup.
Yeah.
Oh, no! The spot dodge got blown up by the medium series.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We dropped the pickup going into the laser instead of the spear, and then also got caught out in the middle there, but nice. Took to the skies, jumping right on over the grappling hook. Again, left a little bit of damage on the table there, but all good. Spent the Brave counter.
Jump in, just walked up. I think that's a dash input error, though.
Oops. Send the laser, go for the pods, clash on the air-to-air, but Matau just one step ahead.
Yeah, and ended the combo early there. That's unfortunate. You could have followed through with the medium series.
Yep.
Nice block. Stagger with the lights, and great time for a crouch medium.
Oh, yeah, not going to find too much there off of the air spear on block. You are safe with the pushback, but definitely going to lose your turn. Pushes you over to the corner here.
Nice.
These throws are really scary, right? You have no BP, so you're taking so much damage for each one of them.
Oh, no.
Yeah, safe on block, but if you're whipping right in front of Matau's face, especially with that backstep, it's a full kill confirmed for game one.
I was going to say, was that the unique skill backstep or was regular? I didn't see the shadow. I missed it because of the ultimate skill popping up. But either way, like, that was great timing there from Matau. Very fortunate. Bombs away, though, to start things off.
Yeah, these round starts, right? Gtek really likes that 6-6M, but a lot of times, I think Matau has been watching along this top 8, right? Heard us bring it up a few times, so is very content, especially as 2B, someone who is so comfortable in the skies with stalling it out, knows you're afraid of the anti-air. Let me just jump right over.
Ooh, good spot dodge on the EX special. But the beam coming through, we're spent on meter. Like, yes, you got one block back, but you have to be so careful how you spend it.
Oh, yeah, now we're trying to wait it out with some of the stagger pressure, right? Just has to wait for the skill to come back up, tries to go for an air-to-air or something, but swings right on into the ultimate spear. We've seen this combo time and time before.
Yes, indeed. Nice to you. Good lord.
Goose. Right on through, seals out the round. Matau up once again. Now, this is set point, right? This is our final first to two over here in the loser semis.
In Matau, it's just, again, if we get caught on the screen, like needing to be told, hey, you won.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh, let's see, slashing on through. Trying to go for that counter poke with the Zeta 5H, but nothing found.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one unique skill interaction was just off the unique skill step back here, because we're seeing that after Enders quite often here from Matau, because you're looking for, you're looking for that reversal opportunity from Gtek.
Yep.
And nice pickup off the wall splat.
Yeah, Gauntlet into the 5H series, clean, gets you so much damage. The 2H, I think we're just a little bit too far out from that wall. Nice. I like the use of the 2-2U. Sometimes that air slump can be scary from 2B, but when you're reaching all the way to the skies, it doesn't matter.
Look at that damage. There was so much meter spent to do it. You're caught up, but nice. Unfortunate for Gtek. Matau takes it 2-0 with the far L. And I really just, goodness gracious, like I get, like you want to spot dodge on some of these triple attacks.
Yep.
But not against 2B. She gets that free follow-up because of her combination strikes. And you're definitely going to get smothered. Like your bet is to go for, you know, either you go for DP from Zeta if you really want to try to, and Gtek just puts that to that.
The TO headset immediately.
I'm a bracket runner.
Like,
I'm a bracket runner. What are you talking about?
He said, I fought for my life. He got the hug out, and then he was like, all right, I got to do my job and lock in. But I think even being out, showing out the sponsor. All right, what flavor does he have? I think that was like the strawberry, right?
It wasn't strawberry. It was
apples?
No. I think they have a strawberry kiwi one. It was pink. It was pink.
Dude, I want to try them out.
Because I got the apple, and it tastes almost like apple juice. It looks almost like apple juice, but
with
not.
more electrolytes,
Yeah, and yesterday I had the cucumber lime.
Okay.
Very refreshing.
Pretty clean.
You know, yeah. If I had a refrigerator, I would have put it in there and drank it like ice.
I see.
Oh man. But
over ice, it might be clean, but yeah, going back to Gtek, right? I think this this is a good performance for him, you know, out at number 4. We saw the hug come out and immediately going back to the TO job.
Yeah.
Proving himself over in this losers top 8 side because, you know, not only being a community member, holding a lot of these tournaments to keep that Granblue scene alive, but also a competitor himself, right? And I think, you know, back and forth, depending on the results, he's like, oh, man, should I just focus on TOing? Do I really need to lock in for a competitorship? But, you know, now being able to put this result on his, you know, on his resume, right? 4th over here at Level Up Expo.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a good boost, at least for the mental, right? You're like, all right, I can compete and TO at the same time.
With $5,000 on the line?
I'm saying, bro, it's a pretty good payout.
I think you're doing all right in the 4th place with $5,000 on the line for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising.
That's a lot of electrolyte.
Yeah, it's a lot of electrolyte. They have a whole crate over there. Maybe they ship that to my house, actually.
I might be addicted, but
what's in this?
I don't know, man. the electrolytes in question. But, you know, we're enjoying the electrolyte, and we're also enjoying these games as well. We got our final 2 sets of Granblue over here at Level Up Expo. Mattel sticking on the stage, and ChrisG once again got sent down into the loser's side over in that winners finals in a close 3-2. So he's fighting for that run back. He wants to bring it back.
It's crazy we're going up against the 2B gauntlet. You know,
actually,
like, this is it. Which is fascinating because she does play in such a unique way, but she can very well be bullied. And we've seen that before with the Charlotta in the prior sets.
Yes.
We've not quite seen it with Lowain, but it's certainly doable. Actually, like, even ChrisG like has that opportunity with Lowain to do that as long as you get that initial knockdown. I think that's critical.
Yeah.
And even during those sequences, if you do get caught in the corner by 2B, Lowain has tools to get out. Like, a lot of tools to kind of counter poke for 1, but for 2, you do have that parry opportunity, which does help. And I think Mattel is probably going to be looking for that this time around.
All right, let's see it. Looking forward to it. Again, we are back into 1st to 3 until the end of the bracket here for losers finals. I see the thumbs up. I don't know if they're going to be going into the button check here. I'm assuming they are, just to make sure everything's all good. I mean, you got a lot on the line here, right? The payout difference from 2nd to 3rd is pretty big.
Yes. You know, thank you so much for that pop bonus here. Quick input to crouch. Make sure that button works, and it sure does.
All right. Looks like we are all good. Head back into the action.
All right. The tension, palpable.
Yeah.
Taunt already making directions to make sure that this set goes as optimally as possible.
Yeah.
Locked
Probably
in.
prepping for that award ceremony as well, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. Because we got to go big. With $5,000.
Oh, yeah.
5,000 electrolyte. I don't know how much a single bottle costs, actually.
That's a good question, right?
You know, that's a lot of electrolyte. All right. 2B up against Lowain in this losers finals. Do or die moment for ChrisG. And already full screen, goes for the beam and right into chain, which is actually pretty expensive there.
Yeah, right. We spent a lot of skill immediately, you know, holding on to the defense where ChrisG doesn't really have a lot of resources to keep it up. It's fine, you know, you have some time, but it does give him some free opportunity to build that meter back up straight into the Raging Strike.
Unbelievable. Look how much we spent. Again, we talked about it in the last game with ChrisG, but we're already down with 25 seconds on the clock.
This dude is fine just having no BP, right? He lives with the 150% damage multiplier as if it's natural.
It's, yeah, you know what? We're going back to vanilla is what we're doing.
Oh, yeah. Taking all the damage in the world. Getting baited out on the 2H, which was a big problem in the set against Vermillion as well. So Mattel, taking note of that weakness, gets so much damage off this conversion.
Combo limit didn't recognize. Yeah, those juggles really start to add up, and unfortunately not able to follow through.
Okay.
Good spot dodge. Taking note from the previous set here on winner's side.
Unfortunately, folding to the last low. Might have been able to hold on either way, but speaking of taking notes from the last set, we're immediately going through for the ultimate pod throw, baiting out the spot dodge in round number 1.
Yes, yes. Vermillion showed a thing or two for Mattel.
Yep.
Let's go to the next round. Already shoulder check, back special to come through.
Yep, so the tackle, EX Awesome Sauce gets you so much corner carry.
Yeah, good recovery though from Chris, and patience recognizing the parry attempt. The jump H, not going to find the mark.
Yep. Run up on it, 2L, try to bait out a Raging Strike.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was very curious about to see, because that is a true bait. You go, like I talked about it earlier, you go for the jab into parry to call out even guard cancel. So that's a great call to have. We tried it against Charlotta earlier, not quite working out in the same fashion. HPA comes out from Chris as per usual, but now we just gotta wait.
Oh my god, this shimmy. Help!
He said, ah!
Caught out on the toes. You can only defend so long.
Oh,
yeah, I think we're getting a little greedier with the shimmy timings, right? Just saying, all right,
Yes.
I really got to spend a lot of time to try and trick you on the animation, but it's worth it if we can get that hit and push us over to the corner.
Yeah, it's looking a little unfortunate for ChrisG every time we activate HPA because of that. It seems that both the Mattel and Vermillion have kind of locked in that sense of, oh, I just wait. I don't have to do anything because you're just going to move back and forth.
Yep. Ooh. Back up against the wall, though, just barely out of range of the pod. I actually thought that was going to land and keep you safe, but...
Oh, wow. Too far away for the parry.
Yep.
Excellent punish, but a full spend on skill gauge here.
Yeah, looking for the auto combat ender so we can at least get a little bit of that back, but waiting a little while until we can use it.
Nice.
Cash back out.
Ooh,
EX rockets, yep.
Yep. Yeah, Gauntlet for at least 1 pip on the skill gauge. Doesn't spend quite yet. Locked in. No guard cancel here, which is interesting because I too would have assumed, but the 2H anti-air finished the job. Mattel gets the perfect in game 1. You know what? Every time that Lowain does the sweep in HPA, should be Wilhelm Scream. Let's mod that, actually. Let's do that.
Put it into the game. I'm sure that's what the players are feeling, right?
Yeah.
All right, looking for the Mattel sweep, though. Able to take that first game. You know, even in the set against Vermillion, it seemed like ChrisG was definitely holding his own. But now, you know, it feels like with all these 2Bs back-to-back, they've been watching each other's games and kind of building out this game plan against ChrisG. Obviously, he's doing the same on his own side, but fighting for his life. Throws you up against the wall. Mattel barely any HP.
Nice float attempt here, but Chris willing to stand block. Nice. Medium series is a start. Ooh. Very scary because you could have taken your turn back right there. There's HPA.
There you go, the full run over. If you're just going to block, then we get so much corner carry, right? It's all good.
Yeah, just like you said, and I totally get it.
We still get the lunge. No way,
Mattel, you have one job and it was do nothing.
What happened? Looking for everything but the lunge right at the end of the HPA duration. Should be able to pick up off of the grappling hook, and it is good. No BP. Yeah, that hurts if you're ChrisG, right? You were able to bring you right back down to 1 pip of HP, but it's not enough.
Okay. Another round on the board here. Mattel looking really strong. Oh no, jump M!
Ooh. On the top rope, clean anti-air conversion as well.
Okay, good tech. No. Gotta be very careful. The heavy from max range, medium series to get the corner carry.
Yep. Ooh. Right over the pod. Nice pick up off of the 2L. All the meter in the world to keep it up. So we're just going to Raging Chain to make sure we confirm. Wait.
No,
the scaling.
No! The dropout. Yeah, it's unfortunate. HPA, look at all the health. It's dwindling away. Hold on. Got the float, but Chris, desperate for items. The 2H at the last possible second. We are up 2-0 against ChrisG.
All right, the 2B Hive Mind coming in clutch right now. Might be looking at the 3-0, but ChrisG, how are we going to be able to try and start this reverse sweep? Tries to look for the grounded button, but does in fact get caught up by the air stall pod.
Tries to slide. Oh, too far away from the 5L.
Yeah. Okay, late tag, trying to push you over to the corner. Does find the 5L though.
Oh, nice. More rocket barrage. The spot dodge there, unfortunate. Maybe you thought it was going to be beam, but that muscle memory really kicks in, and unfortunately missiles will smother that spot dodge.
Exactly. Yeah, we saw the U pods to, you know, try and bait out the spot dodge from ChrisG. Now we're seeing something similar with the EX Catbot up against the wall here. Might as well spend to get that BP back.
Yeah. Boom, 4, 6, 7. I can't believe that damage. Did you see that red?
It feels like a Marvel Infinite. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Of course.
Got that same kind of energy with Lowain. I mean, he kind of plays the versus style, right? He's got the bros behind him. We have the spot dodge to dodge right on through the awesome sauce. All right, 5M right through. Cap off the jump right over the cross up. It's evil, dog. We have the guard button available, but who is looking to use it right there? You're just gonna super jump right over.
Mm-hmm. All right, nice beam start. The instantaneous zoning.
Ooh, jump right on through the JH from the top rope.
Oh, I don't think that might have been an attempt to go for medium pod B instead of pod A there. That's unfortunate, full screen. But it doesn't spend skill, which is fine. This isn't fine, though. Cross up, Raging Strike immediately for Chris.
All the corner carry in the world, just barely with your back up against the wall. Nice pickup.
That was off the jump install, too. That's the only way that Chris will be able to get that height.
Yep. Oos. Nice sweep into the awesome sauce. I actually thought that was going to wall bounce there, but I think Matau would have been happy that it didn't if we didn't get caught up with the scramble right after HPA for the launch. The champagne poppers into the lunge. ChrisG is not going down without a fight.
All right, very good. Able to close out one.
Yep.
They still need 2 more to seal it out. And Chris, of course, trying to lock it in right now. Very critical of his own play, honestly. Yeah. Like, as a professional would be.
Yeah. He's trying to lock in here. Analyze in between the sets. Has a little bit of downtime here for
Matau is taking a nap. Yeah. Matau just fell asleep right there.
He only had enough energy for the 3-0, and he's like, oh, goodness.
Like,
Let me lock back in here.
I need
Put some caffeine
Imagine,
in the
I
electrolyte.
swear to God, if that is what happened, we just took a little nap. And like, oh, okay, I'm back.
He said, oopsie. Good morning. All right, what are we going to do on the wake-up, though? How are we going to escape after the Brave counter?
Overheads.
Yep.
Yep.
Little triple attack. Tap on the dome here. Gets caught out with a strike throw.
All right, nice. HPA to reset the jungle. 5, 6. Oh, yeah, because gravity scale was really hitting right there.
Yep. Going to the lunge ender when you can. Matau barely in HP. Baits out the UDP. ChrisG puts another round on the board.
All right. Hooray!
Yippee! All right, let's see if we can tie it back up. Tries to run in after the backdash, but nothing found.
Yep, ended up using unique run. Cross up with the body splash. Ooh, good back throw. Nice. Baits out the parry. And that gives you time to continue pressure without having to worry about it for just a little bit longer than usual.
Yeah, I think Quad Stall might have been able to get you the full punish, but you're also trying to double jump to, you know, avoid some of those grounded buttons as well. So it's about what you're looking for on the air stall.
Nice timing on the dodge there for missiles.
Ooh. Tried to go with the delay 5H to catch after the air-to-air, but nothing found. EX Awesome Sauce starter here for ChrisG.
Yo, Chris, I don't know what Chris told himself going into this round here, but it's looking clean right now. 2 all in the set.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. That HPA Ender, I thought we were going to live with a Pixel, but no Pixel to be found. 0 HP.
No.
And we got final game. Headed back to the character select to give ourselves a little bit of time to breathe.
When you see someone do the Callisto, you know they're taking that W. Like that is a full commitment that you know you are winning.
Yep.
By the powers invested in me by Callisto himself, I am taking the W with 2U into SBA.
Yep. All right. Ready to game once again. The game plan has been working, but we're trying to make sure that we're locked in as well. Okay. Have we been seeing any adaptations? Is there anything that I need to look for in game number 5 that, you know, hasn't led to a win, but has been a good answer coming out from Matau, right?
Yeah, because now we're starting to see that we're confirming off of HPA a bit more. I think we're kind of going for the further pokes right now from ChrisG, kind of interrupt a lot of the startup from the you know, combination strikes that 2B is putting out there. We're not taking that larger risk. We're trying to keep that mix potential going with the homies coming through, but I think it's the neutral game that kind of changed up a little bit here for ChrisG to solve this matchup in particular.
I was so surprised the JH didn't reach on the other side. I was looking for the cross-up hit, but yeah, on hit, didn't have the meter for the Raging Chain on afterwards. Okay, awkward situation over there in the corner after the cat bot, but you're fine, right? If your ChrisG keeps the corner back up against the wall.
Okay. That was very smart.
You got so much meter off of it too. The parfait gives you a full 30 back. Dude.
That was very smart course correction there from ChrisG to make the best of a nearly terrible situation.
Yeah, it's an evil little setup. I'm not going to lie to you. The full screen cat bot into the run, coast to coast. It's set point for ChrisG.
Yo, ultimate skill cat bot is that's a ultimate skill indeed.
It's a skill of all time. We were talking about it a little bit earlier, right? You know, Lowain definitely, I think, from the original version of the game, a little rough on the pokes, but now you have the conversion ability. You have some of the greatest ult skills in the game as well. So ChrisG, how are we going to leverage it to seal out the set?
Plus frames off the gauntlet, so you're going to have to hold the heavy series.
Yep.
2U and an awesome sauce.
Lasers. All the bros.
Oh, yeah, you are caught there. That's literally just Scorpion Spear coming out. Back 4-1. Yep. I see you.
All right, up against the wall off the EX Awesome Sauce once again. Go straight into the HPA. We've seen this combo once. We'll see it once again. Off of the hard knockdown. I wonder if we go for the item beater or we just set up with the bros.
Oh, just keep it coming. Nice block stun here. And look at how much health that ChrisG has. Good luck. The resources are certainly in ChrisG's favor.
Yep,
there it is. I was waiting for it. Oh, trying to go for the body splash finish. You got the down unique skill. Ultimate skill.
Epo kills.
Yeah, guard crush. It's all right, though. ChrisG looking for the awesome sauce opportunity here. Could parry, but not quite there yet. Nice.
Lots of meter, no skill behind it. Baits out the DP, just the wait. Mattel cannot close it out, and ChrisG moves on to the run back. Grand Finals loser side.
Unbelievable lock-in from ChrisG, who really figured it out. And now they're both trying to break down the matchup here. Or, you know, give you the notes on 2B, how you can take it down, because now Mattel. This is dastardly right here. Mattel giving the notes. This is how you beat Vermillion.
He's asking, okay, what do I do about Lowain? Because this is what I thought the answer was. In the bad timeline, he's like, all right, well, if I'm going to lose too, I can't have 2B winning the tournament. So here's what you're looking for against Vermillion. It's a solid 50-50.
He said, Chris, listen, I can't have 2B nerfed, so here's what you're going to have to do against Vermillion.
You're going to have to win here, buddy, for me, for the 2B community.
Oh, boy.
All right. But still, amazing work from Mattel, right?
Yeah,
Third
absolutely.
place over here at Level Up Expo, going up against ChrisG, bringing him to game number 5, one of the grades over here in the general, you know, FGC across so many of these different games.
Yeah, absolutely. But before we get into our grand finals match, we do want to take a moment to pay respects to LV Stylo, who I'm told has passed away, a big proponent of the community. So, you know, you will be missed. Goodness, like from what I was told by Paul, like that was obviously anybody out of the FGC, you know, big love. But let's make sure, you know, always reach out to others. Take that opportunity when you can 100% of the time. Make sure you make a phone call to your friend right now, actually.
All love. Make sure you show that love while you have the opportunity to. We are loving the Granblue action over here. We got one more set for you guys. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying. There's so many other games going on, you know, right now and later on the stream as well. We're going to be back here for some Uni later too. But, of course, we got that last set. This Grand Finals run back headed up to the stand.
Ooh. Yeah, already got the spark notes here from Mattel. So we'll see if that helps for ChrisG to advance into victory here with this $5,000 on the line here. For Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. A big event this weekend here across multiple games. You know, 10,000 for Smash and Street Fighter 6, 5,000 for Granblue and MK1. Also, Guilty Gear Strive getting a pop bonus.
There's a lot.
Marvel got a pop bonus. So tons of money out here. And this venue just got large. This is your first Level Up Expo, and you've yet to explore the show floor because you had to. The moment you got in here, you had to work.
Yeah, I had to log in. But we have a couple hours before Uni as well, so I might be doing a walk around. You already know I'm going to be stopping by that Artist Alley. I'll see if I can catch any of the panels. But guys, if you're over here at Level Up Expo, make sure to walk around. There's a lot of room to cover, a lot of cool events. And if you guys aren't here, of course, there's always going to be next year as well. So make sure to keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, certainly. You know, I meant to tell you, I haven't said anything, but there are some VTuber stops here. There was a meet and greet for a couple. But the voice actors are out here, which is awesome. I didn't see Alex Lee this year, so I don't think he's here this time around. But, of course, we do have Robbie. I'm trying to remember. Notable voice for Robbie would have been the lightning guy from Demon Slayer. It's not Zenitsu, is it?
I think Zenitsu is the lightning guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you said lightning, and I was about to be like McQueen?
Yeah,
and then I was no, that's probably not what
Zenitsu.
you're talking about.
Yeah. So that's, you know, pretty cool there. Robbie had an appearance on Critical Role.
Yeah.
So there was that. The Crunchyroll booth is out here. Also, the Fan Gamer booth is here. They're showing off the Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, which is set to come out this fall, so definitely check that out. And, you know, a big stop is the BenQ booth. So I have a personal theater in my home, and I'm looking to upgrade to a 4K projector.
Okay, that'd be pretty cool.
And, yo, I've been checking out this BenQ projector, and that might be the wave here. Y'all should check that out. It's actually pretty cool. But let's take a look at what's coming up next here for the weekend. Of course, we are on Saturday because I feel like it's Friday, but it's not.
I know,
yeah, and right after this, we're done on this stage until Tekken 8, right? So 4 o'clock will be Tekken 8 right here from pools to Phase 2, and Top 8 will be tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be also a big day with that Smash Bros. Ultimate wrapping up. We have Street Fighter 6, of course, Strive, and Mortal Kombat 1 will be running. We have pools going on in the background today. Oh, so maybe that's where Too Easy was a little bit earlier. We talked about that, you know, taking a moment. So yeah, I didn't realize that they were doing it a little bit today. But yeah, we also will have the Undernight, like we were saying, that's going to be on CEO Gaming over on the other side here, which right now they're doing some Street Fighter 6 action. So definitely stay tuned for that. I see Persia's already waiting for Tekken 8. Yeah. So
excited to see it. Dude, I saw that Overcooked side tournament. If it didn't overlap with my commentary vlogs, you already know I would be tearing it up in the kitchen. I'm not going to lie to you. My chopped tomatoes go crazy.
Oh, jeez. You reminded me. I do need to go visit my room. I need to go back to my room factory out here. Oh, my God. Actually, Innersloth is here with the booth. By the way, and Innersloth, it has one of the card mini game live here. Not like on the game. You have to take a card and swipe.
Oh, really?
And you win a prize. So the Innersloth booth is actually looking really fun.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff to check out over here at Level Up Expo. I know there's a lot of events going on this weekend, but hey, you know, you can check out the streams. You can see, all right, what's cool over here, what's cool over there, and then plan out your next year as well. So, hey, there's a lot of good choices over here.
Absolutely. You know, lots of great things to check out. We're waiting on ChrisG to make a return as we cool down. We see ChrisG hydrating in the background here. Y'all can't see it, but ChrisG needs a moment.
And he's taking a second. It was a very close set, right?
It was. It really was.
5, fighting for your life. And then also, you got sent down into losers by 2B in game number 5.
And you're going up against 2B, the one that knocked you down.
Yep.
Vermillion with, look, I love this stick. I'm sorry.
It goes hard.
Like, red might be my favorite color. I don't know.
It's pretty good.
It's a good color. It's a loud color.
Yeah, even ChrisG's stick, right? It's got a little bit of that red on it as well. So we are eating good over here as we set up for grand finals. I don't know. There's a lot of money on the line for this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a quick little button check.
Yeah, maybe. IRL fail at card swipe. I'm telling you, Undernet Broker, I've seen people fail at it today. It's rough. I think it's randomized, much like the game. Like, I don't know how they set this up.
Much like the game. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not great at the Among Us card swipe. I got to be 100%.
I'm so clean with it. Boop, every time. But I don't know about the IRL one. I think they've made adjustments to make sure people fail because they don't want you winning every single time.
Yeah, a couple patch changes here and there.
All right, so maybe button check, but we are in the grand stage here of grand finals. 2B, of course, Lowain. And the adjustments here are going to be interesting because ChrisG is certainly locked it in against Matau. I think we're going to play that counterpoke game quite a bit here. We'll see how the zoning game turns out because, you know, Vermillion might be a completely different beast this time around here. Beam to start.
Oh, no, looks like we're headed straight on into it. No button check required. Straight into the action. If he's going to get through this 2B gauntlet, there's no downtime needed. We're going to super jump to escape the corner, too.
All right, nice. Got the low. Triple attack sweeps. Nice spot dodge. Not quite ready to get the punish off the chain, but good start.
Yeah, full punish off of the sweep here. Bait out the anti-air once again. A little bit too late on the 2H. Tried to delay it, but delayed it too long.
See the shimmy game once again. Just spot dodge.
He's clean with it, bro. He had to have been practicing on the casual setups while he was waiting. I have to imagine. Sent out the 5H, nothing found.
That's everybody. You know, the moment we found out the Lowain minigame, we all went in the lab and said, no, never again.
Yep. Never trying to get caught out by it. I feel like we've labbed out and solved Yigi, relatively speaking, but HBA can, you know, have a lot of opportunities to be tricky here. Vermillion takes round number 1 with the throw.
Yes, very good. Good job, Pato.
Give it a little head pat for round number 1.
Pod-chan.
You got to lock in for the long haul, right? You got to say thank you.
Oh, nice. All right, brand counter. Late text, a little bit of damage there for Vermillion.
Yep.
Cleans out the entire party with the medium series.
Ooh. Yeah, I like the double jump into the pod stall just to avoid the rockets on the way down. A lot of times that's been catching us out, you know, both in the previous set and in this one, but a little bit too late there.
Oh, far L. Good backstep here. Chained up.
Grappling hook for the plus frames. Yep, safe ender off the pod. Ooh. I wonder if we could have been able to get a pickup there, but I think JL just active a little bit too long.
Yeah. All right, awesome sauce wall bounce here.
Yep.
HBA will finish this out. Oh no! No! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chris. Please, Chris, I'm so sorry.
Me when I'm a commentator, and Chris tried to run on in with the lunge, but nothing found. Vermillion just sends the grappling hook out on the way over, but you have a lot of health to work through.
He's got health, right?
Yeah.
JC, tell me it's going to be okay. Tell me he's going to finish the
I don't know. I mean, ChrisG really just does need that one poke, but you're also at 150% damage multiplier. 2 more throws.
JC, please, tell me.
Surely there's no way. Oh my god, even the throw tech just takes up so much chip damage.
Chat, it wasn't my fault. I promise.
No, he pulled out the Minestrone. He'll be okay for a little bit, waiting for the meteor to come back up.
Okay, good. But got the late tech, though. Take a little bit of chip damage here. Build up to 50%. Can we weather the storm? Yeah, you have to hold this one here. The low does get blocked. Late tech again. Nice! EX awesome sauce! Holy smokes! I didn't curse it. Screw you. Screw you, Lucas. You're so good at camera work, though. I love you.
No commentator curses to be found here. Still able to stay alive and tie up the round count in game number 1, but man, it was definitely scary. I'll tell you what, we were waiting for that 50 meter to come back up, and we find the super jump right on in. Way.
Okay, nice off the wall. Body splash saves the day. Keep the pressure going with the cat bot. Ooh, very good medium series. We are awake in this corner position.
Yeah, tried to go for the parry there, not able to punish. Send it. Okay, slash the boys behind you. Nice. Still able to block. Oh, okay, caught out by the EX awesome sauce. The Rockets just barely able to break it right after the grappling hook. You had the projectile invulnerability on the way over, but when you landed, it caught you.
Woo! Nice. Use the unique skill just to dash up real quick and get the low.
Goose.
Nice. Gonna corner carry, of course. Dance, nothing. Woohoo! Full screen though. Nice. Got the Brave counter, still able to get the corner position.
Yeah, we're fine with the spend here. Gonna be a while until you build up the meter unless you have an opportunity for the item, but don't even need it. You build the meter for the Raging Strike, Raging Chain.
Yeah, there's no lightning on the screen. You can't be Raijin out here.
Nah, not quite. No
thank goodness.
Here. Game number 1 over the ChrisG.
Oh, he won. He won. That's so good. That's so great for me.
I love that for you, bestie. We're not loving the grappling hook from all the way downtown, though, because it does catch out the cat bot set, and now you're up against the wall here.
Nice. Oh, but the parry. Yep. All right, out of the wall into another corner. Jump L, and still able to be saved thanks to the missiles coming from cat bot here.
Yep. There we go. Send the bros. Get some borscht. We got the Uber Eats on deck. Now we're going to deliver it straight to you with a super jump right on over the grappling hook. We spent so much skill just to whiff instead.
I'm not saying nothing. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool.
Oh, wow, what a cool super. Would be great if it killed.
Oh, I knew it was going to kill, but I just I didn't want to say nothing until I saw the first hit. Until I saw the firecrackers go off, I'm not saying nothing.
There we go. No drops to be found here. ChrisG up another round. Double throw whip, so we're just going to go for the parry to stabilize the situation.
Jump in. Oh my goodness, that is unfortunate. The beam? No, not able to get the full pickup though. That was dangerous for Vermillion.
Yeah, sweep into the bros, baits out the UDP too.
Good patience from ChrisG before, attempting to make a follow-up there. We just end up going for the homies to get the job done. Not killing yet. Just gonna get that little strip of bravery points from Vermillion.
Yeah, with all the BP spent, you're in throw range. Oh my god, even the chip off the Brave counter does so much.
Okay, the 2L interrupt ChrisG.
He's
looking
like, all right.
to reset.
He's like, all right, I might have the game plan against this 2B champion. This 2B operator might be able to be stopped, but let's see. We've seen reverse sweeps on both sides over here in this top 8.
Staggers. Awesome sauce does get tech. Nice. Oh, but the medium series will fall out of the corner here, back to the mid screen. Not quite punishing that parry, but good awareness from Vermillion here to respect that space.
There we go. Up against the wall once again. We set the cat bot, laser beam.
Oh, jeez.
The double throw whip right in front of your face.
Got the chain into medium to fall back to the corner. Yep, and respecting the space, of course. Yo.
It goes all the way, even on block.
Yep. Look, I spent a lot of money on this robot here. I need to make sure I get my money's worth.
Watch the drone. We're going to make the content real quick. No BP available on either side, so any of these hits is going to do a chunky amount of damage.
Trying to go for the heavy to start things off, which would be huge with no bravery points on the line.
Not again.
Yo,
build the meter, build the health.
The
Parfait gives 30 meter and you still had 2 more item eats. We could do it again. We could actually see a third cat bot.
All right, you spend your meter, you strip bravery points, you're trying to catch up. Even Steven's on health. We're locked in, but no specials. I can't believe it. The counter hit came through. What a call out from Vermillion.
Caught out by the Crown of Thorns. You thought it would be a trade, but it was the GameStop trade the entire time. You gotta be ready for the pods. Ooh. Wait. He's got a little 2U sweep for the round start. Pick up off of the Catbot Rockets.
Yeah. It was darn if you don't, because if you end up blocking missiles anyways, Chris is going to come up 2H and get a big, unblockable situation to carry back.
Exactly. Ooh, little walk back, walk forward. The backdash is so good for maintaining the space and being tricky about where you want to jump in.
Yep, missiles away. Double jump to avoid that unblockable scenario entirely.
Yep. Okay. We got the damage per second. Not a lot of time left on this HP bar, though. Vermillion is 1 hit away, so we're trying to keep the pressure on.
Yes. Another gauntlet toss. You already hit combo limits, so you have to end it all. Oh, boy! That's the first float to hit, actually.
Yeah. The air stall right in front. So many times we've been catching out the empty lows, but Vermillion puts a game on the board here in Grands.
This breaks up the momentum just a little bit. But also consider the fact that Chris was not too far off in that last round.
Exactly. The momentum not stopped too much here. Able to put 1 on the board. Awkward little hit off the JH.
A couple jabs. Side swap was critical there to go for the JH there. Make sure we have that corner position. The lights to carry it into the corner. Nice. This is a good chunk of damage.
Yeah, spend the skill while you have it. 50 meter behind it as well. Lots of time to build it back up during the string.
Decision paralysis almost, I feel like, because you do get the backstep just in case.
Yeah.
That was a perfect 2H position right there for Vermillion.
Yeah, I wonder if because we went for the backstep, right? We were a little bit too late when we finally recovered and had time for the 2H, but doesn't matter. Not going to go ground to air. We're looking for the... Oh, pod stall wasn't enough to kill there. Dropped the combo a little bit too early.
All right. Nice. Blocking on either side. 2L, a little bit too far to follow up right after. Medium series went to finish, but the bombs.
Okay. Vermillion playing with a little more wind in his sails now. You know, those first 2 games were definitely in ChrisG's favor, but all right, looks like the game plan is a little more locked in now.
I mean, back-to-back adjustments here, because we saw that earlier from ChrisG in the previous set against Mattel, right? To, make that comeback against 2B, but now Vermillion making that same type of run right now. Blocked it to the corner, not quite getting to 50% for a full reversal yet, but able to pressure out with the medium series.
Yep, to shoot the pods, looking for a preemptive 2H there.
Nice. Jump H to cross up, does block, respects the frames, and Clash is certainly going to work in favor of ChrisG, unless if Vermillion would spend for the down ultimate skill.
Yeah, really just trying to hold a lot of this meter to make sure you have the kill confirms, especially when ChrisG is so comfortable spending all of these BP. 1 more hit might be enough. Oh, no, but when you drop,
it could have been the heavy. I think you were just at the perfect range to go for heavy after that crumple state there, but opted to step in for medium so you can get the better routing and corner. 2L, are you kidding me? No follow-up because you don't have meter, you just spent it.
Yeah, you believed in the Raging Strike, but you were just barely outside of the 25 meter. You needed to confirm, spend all the skill in the world.
1 more significant strike either side here. ChrisG blocking for his life after the explosion. Yeah, tried to stagger, and Chris is going to get the interrupt. Round away from reset.
A round away from tying it back up. A round away from resetting the bracket. Let's see. Running up, playing with the aggression. We immediately go for the back run for ChrisG to look for that whip punish. Yeah,
got the dash L. No confirm after because we're max range, but at the end of the day, you got that first hit.
Yeah, I like the attempt trying to bait out the Brave counter from ChrisG with a walk up behind the cat bomb, but still catches you out with a super jump. Healthy with a salad. There we go. Gets a little bit of that life back. Not able to get too much off of that 2H.
Oh, nice. New strike follow through. Off into the corner we go. Missiles away. Jump L. No, the interrupt low with no bravery points. Back EX special to get the corner carry a little bit further around the mid screen.
Maybe tried to go for the meaty grab. It goes right on through. This is a big whiff.
The dance. Don't you press. Waiting for the low. Look at this spot dodge. Oh, no.
But right at the end, the lunge follow-up able to take so much damage. Now you have to worry about the chip.
Yep.
How are you going to spend the 100?
Yeah, we need one more touch to get into the chip kill territory. Spot dodge.
Grappling hook is so scary there. I almost don't know if you wanted it to hit. It's the reset for ChrisG.
Okay. Now we can kind of take a moment to breathe. We have more room to play with now. It's not so high pressure, high anxiety for ChrisG. We've made it over the threshold. So now we're going back to another 1st to 3.
No longer fighting from behind here on even footing as ChrisG resets. All right, both of the players taking a second. They were fighting for their lives here. Now they got to do it one more time. ChrisG really going through the 2B gauntlet right now.
Yeah, it truly is a difficult situation to play through because, you know, those medium follow-ups can really kind of... The nice thing about 2B is that she clears that the homies coming through, right?
Yes.
So every single time you do double, I just go medium, and both of them are good.
Yep.
You might be blocking, but if I only do one medium press, I clear it out in a safe position. You're not going to challenge after it, and I can block. So there's no risk at that point if I have to, you know, get that quick interrupt. We'll see what happens going forward here, though.
All right. Bracket has been reset. We're headed into our final set of the day. Fighting for our lives here. We got Vermillion versus ChrisG one more time.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Guard cancel already off to a great start. Awesome sauce for the wall bounce.
Yeah, definitely got the momentum off of this reset right now. Poked out with the far L.
Nice. Oh, good low.
A walk back, just barely making your way outside of that throw whiff.
Right, no, you're still safe though because, you know, guard cancel being positive.
Oh God, the HPA on minus. Just goes straight on through. Even if you don't find the actual punish hit off of it, you got the mix.
Yeah, Chris had the blood in the water, wants to finish the job at that point. All right, nice. At the throw, better positioning here for now.
Yep. Slash on through, goes for the back step. Not trying to be too greedy with it. Instead, caught out with the 2L on the way down.
Combo limit, max range, so able to go to jump in H. I got thrown. The green X showed up. I'm like, what is this new mechanic? But it's the knives.
Oh, God, the triple health. I think if you're ChrisG there, you're actually looking more so for the meter options, but all good. Topped up on the HP at least.
Yeah. Good, respecting the bomb route there. It's not often that we've seen that coming from Vermillion. And even Matau didn't really showcase it all that much. I think I've only seen it a couple times here and there where Chris would fall for it.
Yep.
But it's nice to showcase it simply because that keeps it at the front of Chris's mind. Like, I have to respect this string because then if it's not just pot A, it could be bomb.
Exactly, yeah. One more thing to have to put on the brain here. HPA once again built all the meter in the world.
Full screen, nice. Guard cancel to remove the plus frames.
Yep. All the way. You got so much screen space off of the grappling hook, but still not able to confirm with enough meter behind it.
Oh, jeez, we just fly above the danger.
That was the full pod stall, the full duration.
Yeah, went to heavy. That is punishable.
Ooh, send us the pods with the bros holding it down.
Yeah, that was very fortunate that the bros came through to shut down pod before it happened.
Yeah, forced to play a little bit more aggressive there, right? The time was running out. So was your HP, but ChrisG takes the first game post-reset.
Oh, okay. Fairy. Oh.
Interesting hover we got going on here. I'm not familiar with the Vermillion Fairy, but all right. ChrisG thinking, oh, is that what we're rocking with right now? Okay.
I don't know. Like, why? I'm trying to cycle through my options here. I'm having my inner B-paw talk me through this matchup in particular.
Yeah, right.
And I just, you can shut down the homies. You get better set play with GG, which helps out a little bit. You can kind of play that mid-screen game a little better. But I think this is going to benefit Chris a little bit more potentially. We'll see. We'll see.
That's what I'm wondering. I feel like you have a lot of tricky ways to try and get around Fairy where, you know, if you're not in the corner, you're really not catching out on a lot of damage at all off of these straight pokes. Yeah. Especially with a lot of them having those extended hurt boxes too.
Exactly. That's a big one. Already got the Raging Strike. Throw.
Ooh. Strike throw before the bros can come through.
And this is the thing. Yes, you have a DP. That's one big one, right?
Yeah.
You do have up dog that helps you out.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a little easier to avoid getting bullied in a corner.
Yeah.
But Chris, able to summon the homies to make it a nightmare scenario regardless. Ooh. That's a round, and a much faster round than any of the previous ones when Vermillion was on 2B.
Exactly. It's hard, right? And even for that DP, right, you know, going from Vanilla into Rising, now Fairy is restricted to having the invul on the 50-meter spend, so it's scary. Still a similar way to try and escape out of the corner. I mean, you have that anti-air potential for it, but still, what are we going to do when we're just running the pressure on the ground since all the bros caught out with the lows?
All right, nice. I almost feel like we go back to 2B after this. The way this is running?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Like, all right, we got block. There's the guard cancel. Deal with HPA. We could just whittle away at the health, which is what we're going to do. Keep chipping, so you better spot dodge. Ooh. Messed it up? That's a shame. Go back to 2B. Let's see it.
A little bit too early on the spot dodge there. Are we committed to the Fairy? No, we're going back to the character select.
Yeah, I don't
like, all right, we got one more game to spare.
You better go back.
Yeah. Let's see if we can hold on. We've been able to get the reverse sweep on the 2B before on Vermillion's side, but I don't know what we can do to muster up that energy, especially when ChrisG has been playing against 2B for like 10 games straight. He is locked into the matchup. It's going to be difficult to try and trip him up now.
Yeah. Oh, and a beautiful stage to send it home potentially for ChrisG. 2-0 lead, boss stage selected.
Bro, this is the Tekken Volcano stage. I'm going to throw Lowain off the map.
Start playing Heat Haze Shadow right now.
I'm saying.
Cut this song track, put Heat Haze on right now.
Lucas, get to it. Oh, and we're getting straight into the action once again. That JH is going to get parried, so we're back out to the mid-screen.
Nice air throw. I love it. The Bobby's play. This is the cross chop.
Help.
Nice. Got the parry. Corner's position here, but because he took a couple steps back, that gives room for Vermillion to start with the medium series. The dash L, you're still, you know, plus off of it, but you don't get as consistent of a follow-up right after.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in terms of defensive pressure.
Yep. Up against the wall, 2H super. Get all the height you need for as much juggle height on the HPA as possible.
Yeah, cut it short by 1 there. It was a little risque to continue.
Yeah, just to make sure. Ooh. Double throw. Do we make it 3? No one ever makes it 3. Walk back for the 5H.
2L, nice. Every single time, just single time. Chris waiting for the guard cancel opportunity.
Yeah, the just block as well off of the 6-6 end.
Yeah.
This bro hates the guard button. This bro hates being jumped in on. And ChrisG on tournament point.
No way!
Seems there is a way, right? That's what we were thinking, I think, as you were running into so many of these 2Bs as far as ChrisG was concerned, but finding the way to look for this 3. Oh, and the Grand Finals reset, sweep into the Awesome Sauce. Once again, caught up with the pressure from Catbot Laser.
We need to find out what Mattel said to ChrisG, because that seems to have tipped the scales in ChrisG's favor coming into this.
Absolutely. We need that post-game interview for sure, but EX Awesome Sauce still able to block right on after.
All right, another guard cancel, late tech.
There we go, punch on through.
You jump, though.
HPA on minus frames catches you out.
Chris bobbing the head to the rhythm.
Yeah, just barely living with the pixel after this. All right, you're in throw range. Taking so much chip damage. How are you going to escape? Brave Counter for Brave Counter. Spends it all into the spot dodge. ChrisG knew exactly what you were going to do, and he seals it out as your champion of Granblue at Level Up Expo 2024.
The battle of attrition and bravery points there. Guard cancel to your guard cancel, but I got a guard cancel to guard cancel that. What kind of Yu-Gi-Oh shenanigans did we just see with the quick spell activations? Holy smokes.
I'm so mad. I can't believe that's how it ended, because we talked about this at the beginning of the top 8. When you're in a disadvantaged state, it's easy to, you know, think, oh, okay, now I'm going to get checkmated by this. But if you have the counterplay to what your opponent is going to see, looking at that resource advantage state, it makes them a little bit more predictable. We see this Brave counter war, and immediately we're looking for the spot dodge to go right on through and seal it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like you said, we talked about at the beginning, you know, you start to look out for a very specific sequence. Sometimes it can catch you in a very bad scenario where you're looking so hard for the Raging Strike that never comes, you know, and then you get blown up for that. But this interaction, of course, somebody like ChrisG making a risk assessment of what you're likely to do. Plus, you have the safety net of Lowain homies to come through and keep that pressure going for you to bait out that that guard cancel to begin with. So then you can start the war because Lowain just has to block at that point. I have Cap on out, or the homies to come through. You guard cancel, I'm blocking. I'll do it back to you, and then we have that war going. But good stuff from ChrisG to make the return. Congratulations. We'll see those folks coming up on stage in just a moment for that top 8 ceremony here. But everyone tuned in, thank you so very much. We still have more action coming up here. We got Tekken on the way. We're going to get some chairs out of the way by the looks of it here as we get the players pulled up.
Yep. Setting up for this medal ceremony. Making it into the top 8, got to be celebrated for it, yep.
Yeah, after you went through the 2B gauntlet, that's well earned here. Which is very interesting. Y'all making me want to go back to 2B again, you know. Character crisis, we were talking about it off stream. I mean, character crisis mode is 5 different characters at this point. Jeez, either I go Lance, Belial, 2B, Nier. Should go back to Nier, huh? Nier's fine.
She's quite good.
She's just fine. But once they drop Nicholas, it's over for everybody.
Oh, I'm seeing over there in the chat a clarification. That wasn't the spot dodge. Vermillion's invul just, you know, he did it a little bit too early and the invul actually ran out. I see. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's not on spot dodge yet.
All right. Players lining up here to make sure they get their medals over there for the top 8.
Yeah, Matao is already standing up there next to Vermillion, of course. Chris just breaking down the set. I'm really curious what Matao said. Like, what? How dare you give away the secrets of 2B? Like, if I can't win, none of us can.
He had the counterplay Google Doc ready, you know, the oral tradition of how to beat 2B.
Yeah, that's honestly what it looked like here. The whole christening of it.
All right.
Oh, man. There were no Grimnirs, Dirter.
No, there were no Grimnirs.
At least in top 8 for sure. I don't know for...
I don't think so.
Chris Chaos is out there putting work for Grimnir. Absolutely. That's for sure. But other than that, character that needs to be showcased a lot more. That character is pretty tough to deal with.
Where was the Anila love? She's doing a lot better, I think, in this patch, especially with her conversion ability in the mid-screen. The fact that you're able to get so much off of the ultimate cheap charge, but, you know, she can still be a little bit
You just bod. You said bah, and that wasn't a butt, that was a bah.
Yeah, I got a little, I'm like 10% cheap.
There was a regular Belial, not an avatar Belial.
Yes.
Love to see Percy, wouldn't we all?
Percy's pretty good this match, I gotta say. There are still some problems, you know, being able to be approached on his strength as a mid-range character, but that is how it goes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we're gonna be doing the top 8 ceremony. We got TK Breezy.
All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome over here to Level Up Expo. We're gonna talk about the Granblue top 3, who's got our fabulous contestants over here. We got the top 3 up in 3rd place. We got my man Matao 32. That's a cute trophy. It's a very cute trophy. In 2nd place, we got my man Vermillion. And our champion for the Level Up Expo 2024 Granblue bracket, ChrisG. All right. Thank everybody for playing. Thanks for watching. We got more games coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Quite literally, TK will be right back.
It's true. He'll be here in just a second.
Quite literally, TK will be right here on the desk talking about that Tekken 8 alongside Persia. So it'll be a good time to continue tuning into the rest of Level Up Expo with more games on the way, plenty more action to check out. That's it for Granblue today. You'll see us on Uni2 on CEO Gaming in just a bit. But look, if you're locked into Tampa Never Sleeps Tekken 8 action, more Level Up, and that'll do for us here, folks. Until next time, everybody, stay happy, stay healthy, and later days.
See ya.